Let's go. Let's get it. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to be doing Ellie's day one here in this video.
Hunter was on top of him, drowning him, and Joel couldn't get to his gun.
Jeez. Were you scared?
Well, I didn't even think. I just ran in there, grabbed his gun, and shot the guy in the face.
Just shot the hell out of that
How old
guy.
were you?
14. How old were you when you first killed someone?
We talking infected?
No. Fully conscious, non-fungal person.
10?
Wow.
That's all Dina does is one-up Ellie.
Guy was coming at my mom. I stabbed him.
Shit. You got me beat.
Yeah, I'm a real badass. So how lost
Dina
are
did
we?
this back in Jackson.
We're not.
What's the most infected you killed on a run?
Uh-huh.
Like
We
20.
have little faith.
What about those crazy cannibals you said you and Joel ran into? They
Huh.
came after you guys once. Maybe these WLFs are connected to them.
No. It didn't seem like the same group.
Maybe those black market smugglers?
Yeah, a little bit different.
Do you not?
David's group.
Joel crossed a lot of people. I don't see the point in guessing.
Okay.
At least until we find out more information.
All right, welcome back. We'll do, like I said, we'll do all of Ellie's day one here in this video. Point out all the comparisons that we see from the TV show. This is largely going to be episode 4, day 1, with this beginning part right here going to be some overlap with episode 3, the path. Like the last quarter of episode 3, we get Ellie and Dina making her way into Seattle. We get this part here, them trading war stories on their way up to the city before they encounter some dead scars. That's a little bit different. We don't see that here in-game. We don't get introduced to dead scars yet. In fact, that's actually swapped a little bit. We'll get to that
Really?
later in day
Cars.
1.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Yep.
Start keeping an eye out.
Got it.
That's there. Is there a collectible there? I don't think so. Not yet. All right, we're close. Giddy up. Yeah. But no, this is going to be fun. Honestly, I've said this before. Ellie's day 1
Here we go.
is my favorite
Guess I
day
was wrong. Turns out you do know where you're going.
in Seattle. If we're looking at it here, Ellie's 3 days in Seattle, Abby's 3 days in Seattle and Santa Barbara. Ellie's day 1 is my favorite. The pace, which is very slow to start, especially the first time you're playing this, you're a little nervous, as I was. Danger has to be right around the corner, right? And then eventually, boom. It's there, and it's a roller coaster ride all the way to the finish. All the way to the theater. So, buckle up. We're entering Seattle.
Stay with Shimmer.
Yeah.
Hop in here and grab some stuff. I think the gate codes are in here. The map's definitely in here. Maybe the gate codes are up ahead. I can't remember. But yeah, the map, we're going to need this. More gameplay oriented here than making a parallel there with the show. Though I tell you what, that map card does more harm than good. If you guys all know where that map ends up at the end of Ellie's day 3, oh man,
Yes.
that map does not get affected by water and or blood, it would seem. It's completely legible after it's been soaked. Yeah, falls into the wrong hands, and that causes some trouble there for the Jackson crew.
Anything good in there?
Found an old tourist map.
Well, that's something.
Yeah, gate codes must be ahead, but playing this on a PC, I gotta say, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Let me know what you guys picked up the
Sure
PC
seems
port.
quiet. Yeah. Think about how well we hide our lookouts.
I know. That's what scares me.
You know, they're a little bit more loud. Yeah, let me know how you guys are playing the PC port. Have you been playing No Return? Have you been jumping back into the story here as we get The Last of Us Season 2 out right now on HBO? A little bit late here with this video. Well, I shouldn't say a little bit late. I'm a week late. Did not get around to doing Ellie's Day 1 last week, but we'll get Day 1 done here. Point out again all the parallels from the TV show that we see. What do we see? What don't we see? Similarities, differences, Easter eggs, all that good stuff. Like I said, the PC port just came out, so good timing to run through here, grab all the achievements.
Whoa.
There's that gate.
Is that the QZ?
No gate in a TV show,
Watch the high spots.
which is understandable.
LF. Trespassers killed in sight. That's friendly. At least we know we're in the right place.
Where is everyone?
They put up this sign. Means there's gotta be a way in.
Yeah, we don't get the gate there. We do get, like, Manny's patrol and lookout up in the eagle's nest. Dina doesn't miss a thing. We're going to go in here. I believe there's something in here. Gate codes are somewhere. Nope. They're striking out. Oh. All right. Can totally tell what's going on in those photos. All right, no gate codes yet. What was that? Bunch of weird noises.
Anything good in there?
Nope.
Pretty picked over.
Yeah, we definitely don't get this. No platforming stuff in the show. Some platforming stuff, I guess, later on in the subway, but not this kind of platforming stuff. They leave that to the gamers. Boy, I tell you what, the first time I played this, I just...
Okay.
I can't get over how it's just like when you don't know what's coming, right? And you know they're hunting down the WLF, and then you get to Seattle, right? We get over this wall.
I'll
Obviously,
keep an eye out. Just see if you can get the gate open from the other side.
all right, you got it.
Sounds good.
Obviously, they're a very large faction, and you just expect to see them right off the bat, and you don't see them right off the bat. And then you navigate Seattle, and you look, and you look, and you look, and it's just... like I said, it just comes out of left field and just absolutely smacks you right across the face. Thank God that we're Ellie right now, not Abby. Abby's got issues when it comes to heights. Ooh. It's a rough landing. We're shoulder first into that thing. Oh, man. People playing this on permadeath. It's one of those moments. Yeah, you might not be fighting a bunch of infected or a bunch of soldiers, but you gotta, like, just... You can't ignore this part. Like, you can't... Oh, my.
Ellie? I'm good. Just almost died.
You have to take this seriously. Because I have died before. Not right here, but on this ladder just on the other side of this wall. Yeah. There's some funny permadeath
Where are these fuckers?
videos out there. People just die in goofy ways. There's another one at day one whenever you're making your way up to the TV station. Someone fell down that muddy hill and, I don't know, somehow died. But I died here before. I didn't handle the ladder properly and fell to my death. Imagine doing a whole game permadeath and getting here. Like, granted, this is only 2 hours in, but you still got to go back and start over again 2 hours ago. That's just, I don't know. I guess time's different to everybody. I'd be done. I did do a permadeath one time, but it was per chapter, I think. Or I think it goes chapter, act, and then whole game. Come up here, though. There's some goodies.
Cool.
More trading cards. Hey, there's a achievement. Zelda. Once your units take a negate, open it up and coordinate with John's unit. We've got plants in the refugee line already. I don't want any FEDRA survivors. As soon as you've got control of the area, offer the refugees entry in exchange for loyalty to the WLF. May your survival be long, and may your death be swift. That was from the big dog himself, Isaac. Wow. We'll talk about Isaac for a second and Jeffrey Wright and everything that he presented there in episode 4, day 1. Don't jump too early there. You will die. Obviously, an exact reprisal of the role. He does provide his likeness and his voice for The Last of Us Part 2, Isaac. Merle Dandridge, being Marlene, was the only other person to do the exact full reprisal of their roles as Marlene. And Isaac, Dean is going to yell for us to come on down. Uh-oh. Nope.
It doesn't work.
Of course. He was great. And again, like when you think about it, he's playing Isaac in the game, but you don't see a lot of Isaac in the game. You just don't. Now, that can't be the case whenever you bring him onto the TV show, an actor of his stature, reputation. You got to get that guy on the field, get him as many snaps as possible, and I thought they did a great job with Isaac. There's that gate code sheet. He did a great job in that.
Okay. Wonder when this was written.
It looks like from a very long time ago, but apparently they don't.
The Serevena base.
Yeah, they're still there.
That's something.
The paper's so decrepit, but it's still relative. But no, again, great job as Isaac in episode 4, day 1. He just was, again, we need more of him. You don't get a ton of him in the game. In fact, I was shocked to see that how much time he was going to get.
That's a generator.
Yeah, we're not there yet. Oh, man. Not good. Oh. It's been a minute. Ellie's like little like lock switch thing in here is so just like almost, it's like borderline snarky how she does it. She got a little flair to it. We got to get this over there. But first, throw it over there. See that launcher up there? We got some goodies up there. We got some collectibles. I'll have timestamps here, guys. If you want to skip around and not see me grab collectibles and things of that nature, I don't blame you. But it's here if you want to see it. So, like I said, I'll timestamp this baby up. What are we doing, Ellie? Why can I not? There we go. Didn't give me the option to climb. I'll get back on target here with Isaac in a minute. Dear Isaac, you shouldn't banish people to the ends of the fucking QZ for questioning your orders. I'm just trying to help. Yeah. This guy got put on the shit list real fast. More trading cards, more collectibles, more goodies. Give me that pipe. That's not a pipe. It's the railing. But yeah, again, Isaac was phenomenal. You need to give more context for a character that has every possibility of being... He is a villain, right? Isaac's a villain. I think I screwed that up. Right? If you think about it, Isaac is a villain. He doesn't get a lot of reps in the game. And we only see him through Abby's POV.
Okay.
There we go.
Ellie, over here.
So it's natural that we would like to get Isaac more involved, especially when you have a A-list actor playing him. And wow, he was great. He was great in the flashback. He was great in the present, interrogating the scar. Looking forward to just getting more Isaac.
Hey, everything okay? What was that sound?
I got that gate open. Gotta figure out this one now.
Well, we believe in you.
Thanks.
I got water on the microphone? No, we're good. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's continue on. But yeah, looking forward for more Isaac. Glad they were able to get him on board to reprise the role. I'm sure they talked to him and said, "Hey, look, we're going to make this really worthwhile this time. we're going to get you in this show way more than you were in the game. You can really use him as an asset and get him to be like the big villain, right?" Abby looks at Ellie. Well, she's not looking at Ellie as an enemy or a villain yet, but Ellie's looking at Abby as a villain. Don't forget Isaac. Isaac is very much a villain. Let's go do a better job at getting him involved. So, they're off to a good start. Oh, why not? Where are we? Checkpoint gate codes. Main gate. 0512. You know what? I don't think the generator's on over here yet. Isn't it over here? Oh. Yeah.
Needs juice.
We'll get juice. Let's go to the grocery store real quick. It's right across the street. Don't need you anymore. Okay. What a throw. All right, D. We're going to get you over here.
Okay.
Bricks. Bricks and bottles. What's your preference? Let me know in the comments. Brick or bottle? I know people have said that the brick has more damage output and staggers your enemies or whatever. And I'm sure it does. But I don't know what it is. It kind of bothers me. Like, even though it's not me, I look at it as that would be really awkward to put a brick in your bag or in your pocket or wherever the hell you store your brick. I think a bottle would just be more cohesive with your body. And I don't know why. That's just why I always grab a bottle because of that. It bugs me. Why would I'm going to stuff a brick in my bag. I don't know. I'm an idiot. It's a me flaw. Let me know. Are you a brick person or a bottle person? Oh. And while you're here, it's always smart to just go ahead and unlock that door. Just in case. Honestly, you don't really even need a brick. You can just smash the window yourself. Okay. 0512. Let's get it. Come on, D.
Yes.
Yes. Let's go.
Well done.
Oh, shit. Jump scare. Damn. No one heard it.
Hey, come on. Let's get out of here. That crash was pretty loud.
Boy, let me know what you guys think too in the comments about how like the big switch up is
Found a
here.
note back there. Had some codes on it. It says there's a WLF safe house at some place called Serevena base.
I'll let them talk before I talk.
Serevena.
I'm a gentleman.
So we find it?
Hopefully we find our first WLF. Get them to talk. Go from there.
Let's do it.
Trying to remember all the collectibles as I go through this. They were good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I mean, obviously, Ellie and Dina are chasing Tommy in-game. And then Jesse is bringing up the rear. In show, it's the opposite. Ellie and Dina take off
shit,
first,
look.
and now
Serevena Hotel.
That's gotta be it.
Tommy and Jesse are bringing up the rear. Is that going to change things? Not change them at all?
Okay. Let's find a way past this,
I don't know.
fuck FEDRA gate.
Very creative. Gets right to the point. Let's get closer and scope it out.
It's very interesting. Certainly made me nervous for Hillcrest.
Okay.
And Hillcrest being in the show. Got no juice, Ellie. You got no juice, Ellie.
It's out of gas.
Yeah, funny how that works.
God damn it. What do we do now?
No generators.
The note.
What?
The note mentioned that there's gas in the courthouse garage and the dome.
All right. courthouse garage and the dome. So what's the plan for finding these places?
We ride around and see what we see.
You think Tommy came through here?
He did.
That's a pick. That's a collectible. Thank you. We're not going to read it. Not worried about their
Just turning everyone against you.
inventory, or, well, apparently that's more than an inventory checklist. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work out. Again, I didn't feel good that Hillcrest was going to be a focal point in the TV show. I did think that Ellie was going to pass through it on her way to the hospital, but I didn't think that it was going to play as big of a role as it does in the game. And obviously, you know why they go there in the game. There's a reason they go to Hillcrest
Where are we?
in the game. All right, let's pull out our handy-dandy map. Hold it.
Pretty sure we're here.
Ah, nice. I'll mark it
Okay.
up as we go.
All right, let's get through here. Guys, there'll be
What the
timestamps.
hell happened out here?
If you don't want to watch me
I'm guessing the military
check all the
bombed shit out
boxes
of
here
this
in downtown
place.
Seattle, that's fine. I understand
Why
that.
would they do
Well, they would sometimes destroy parts of the city that were lost to the infected. Or to rebels.
That seems like overkill.
Well, it usually worked.
On the infected or the rebels?
Both. Shit.
All right, we'll be as efficient as we can.
You're lucky you didn't grow up.
This is
like
our first
QZ.
check mark here.
I'm starting to get that impression.
Got a little comp to the episode 4, day 1 there. Little Isaac action. We knew he was coming in that FEDRA
Oh.
gear.
This guy was an officer.
Traveling in a ration truck?
Trying to hide, maybe?
Unsuccessfully.
Yeah, sure looks that way.
All right, so we got bullet holes all inside this truck here, as you can see with the light shining through. In day 1, episode 4, Isaac just lobbed a good old grenade in there, like this was like Gears multiplayer, whipping a frag in there to try to knock a couple bodies out. He took the whole team out. So there's like a little small comp to that. Obviously displaying that there is some kind of history here
Man.
in this city between FEDRA and the WLF. Everything is in place. We will be waiting. Once we intercept the convoy and take the FEDRA officers captive, you can abandon your post and join us. I know you've taken numerous risks and lived in fear of being discovered. Your loyalty to our cause is appreciated. Isaac. Maybe in a game, is it reversed? Is it Hanrahan? Hanrahan's the character, the female character in game that Isaac goes over, and you can clearly tell that like they'd set something up where she says, "Are you Isaac?" And he says, "Yes." We get a little bit more Hanrahan in the episode after that, episode 5. Sadly, there was a delay here in me recording the first 20 minutes of this and the rest of it. So I've actually seen 6 episodes so far. But yeah, what are you gonna do? All right, so we got that down. Yeah, FEDRA fell here to the WLF. Again, that's kind of a little similar, a little parallel there between what we see in the game.
What would have happened if I'd stayed? I'd probably just
Hey,
become...
I think I found the courthouse.
Oh,
How can you tell?
See that sign up there?
hmm.
On the building that says courthouse?
Oh, well, nice work, detective.
Yeah. All right.
Mark this place on the map.
Yeah, mark it down. It's very confusing here. No, it's not that bad, really. We'll get to the courthouse.
Hear that?
I hear it. Infected.
It's coming from the courthouse. This is gonna suck, isn't it?
At least we're ready for him.
Indeed. Okay, let's knock this out one by
What are you
one.
talking about?
We'll go to the courthouse last.
Right.
Move the
So,
story along.
I'd probably just become one more asshole soldier.
No way. I can't see you taking orders from anybody.
Yeah, good point.
I gotta say, I was expecting the Seattle QZ to be...
Dude, easy jump, don't worry.
Dude.
Worrying's in my blood. So.
Dude. I feel like Dina in game's definitely a little more cautious than Dina is in show. Dina in show, while she's very thoughtful, and Isabella Merced has been great, throws that caution to the wind a little bit more than Dina does here in game. Like, Dina's down in game, the ride or die, but do we need to go over to the fire truck for a couple rounds? I say yes. All right, Colin, I heard another rumor that the Westlake Bank
Says there are supplies at some
has
bank.
never been searched. If that's true, then it would be filled with more pre-outbreak supplies, like money. I say we go for it if there are enough weapons in there. I know some guys we can trade. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, we're going to go to the bank. We got a pump shotty waiting for us in there. But we're not done here yet. Like I said, guys, you don't want to see all this running around stuff. I'll timestamp this bad boy to hell and back. But we're going to go down to that truck. We are going down to that truck.
Ellie? Yeah? Do you know what you're doing?
Do you see what I mean? Like Dina
Yes,
is not approving. We got to turn the hints off here. We don't need hints, guys. Come on, we're beyond that. We're no return certified.
Got it.
Oh, there's a training manual here. See, I forgot. There we go. Survival guide for the silent majority. That's right. Cool. Yeah, good thing we came down here, D. Getting a lot of backseat driving right now here from my partner. There they come. Onward, Shimmer. What are we working with here? Let's go Molly. So we're only playing on hard. It's not like I expect to be tested that much, but you never know. It's always easy to get yourself in a pickle. But let me know what you guys think about day one in general. Like we get some landmarks here from the game, and we're obviously not done yet. There's really two things that we get from the game
Right.
in a show. One being
I
the
was
FEDRA
expecting
truck.
The Seattle QZ to be a lot more occupied.
Yeah.
I'll let
Maybe
them
they're all
talk.
hiding at the Serevena.
How many WLF you think there are anyway?
Well, at least 8.
If we're lucky, that'll be it.
We'll be fine. We should stay alert. Stock up while we can.
Yeah, I mean, it is similar to the way it is in the show, where they're going into the situation thinking that this is like a ragtag group of people that's with Abby's group.
Careful.
And then they find out that they're walking in on a full-blown battle here between two different factions that have hated each other for years. Some goodies to grab up here. We got a collectible, the DR Uckmann card.
Hello.
There he is. Here we go. Let's take a look at him. Ah, there he is, Neil. DR Uckmann. Or also known as Neil Druckmann. Directed episode 6. All right, here's your collectible. Don't forget to go and look around, guys.
Okay.
Not just for collectibles, but obviously for useful stuff as well, like supplements, ammo, supplies, all that good stuff. We'll hit all the check marks here on the map. This is kind of like a comp to the TV show. Also, too, if you're just looking for little goodies that maybe,
Ellie,
you know, missed your
I
eye.
think Shimmer's getting sick.
What? How can you tell?
She sounds a little hoarse.
Boy.
Come on, that was a good one.
Way to go, D. All right, we'll go to the bank first. Let's get this over with. Let's get the Westlake Bank over with. We had no bank.
I think we found the bank.
No bank in the TV show. Of course we should. Yeah, what were the big things that we didn't get in the TV show, really? Like, no bank, no Serevena, Capitol Hill. I mean, like, they go into Capitol Hill, but Capitol Hill is much more in the game. And I'll talk more in depth when we get to those parts here. Again, downtown Seattle, they don't spend a lot of time of it. I get it. Okay? It's a 7-episode season, guys. I've said that before, and they spent damn near the first 3 episodes in Jackson.
Like a, holy shit, we might get crushed kind of way.
Relax. It's probably been like this for years. It's not gonna collapse today. I think.
Not a fan.
Granted, we do get some good stuff down the stretch here with the TV station. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, the TV station. And the subway. A couple other exclusions we'll talk about when we get there. But again, guys, a 7-episode season. Again, first 3 episodes are in Jackson. Really, like the last, like maybe 33% of episode 3, the path is Ellie and Dina arriving at Seattle. Just maybe to give them a little more leeway here in episode 4 that captures the rest of day 1. But you knew that there was going to be things that get cut out of the TV show because it's only 7 episodes covering Ellie's 3 days. So it has felt rushed.
You wanna bail on this? Your call.
It's actually felt very rushed. They're wearing body armor. They're literally wearing body armor. Splash damage! That it?
Okay. That's all of them.
All right.
We found the bank.
We did find a bank.
Body armor.
They don't look like soldiers.
Okay, we throw some body armor there.
Not sure.
Some like Grand Theft Auto body armor. You guys remember the Grand Theft Auto body armor cheat back in the day? What was it for GTA 3? R2, R2, L1, L2, left down, right up, left down, right up. I don't know why. I don't know why my brain took me there, guys. I apologize for that. Little detour. But yeah, I mean, there's been concessions this season for sure. There's been good moments. There's been very good moments. I do think that episode 2 was the best. It brought the boom, the bang, you name it, to both elements of that episode, right? And that being the infected fight at Jackson and everything that happens with Joel and Abby, Adina, Ellie, and Jesse up in the mountains. I do think that's been the best episode. I thought episode 1 was good, though. I enjoyed it. 602-306 vault code.
I think these body armor guys were trying to rob the bank.
Yeah, they robbed the bank on the wrong day.
It's like that movie.
Which one?
The one with the surfer bank robbers.
Oh, yeah.
Point Blank.
Love that
Point
movie.
wow, Point Blank? Did I just say Point Blank? I'm thinking break and bank. Point Break. Keanu. Great movie. We get a lot of cool movie references in this in part 2. We get a Jurassic Park 2 reference as well later on in Ellie's flashback. Are one of these security deposit boxes interactable? No, I thought so.
Here we go.
Was it 602-306? Any day now. All right, 23. And 06, if I remembered this correctly. Short-term memory, guys. There we go.
Got it.
Hope you guys are doing well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this season so far. Seems like it's getting a mixed review, mixed bag there online. You gotta love the society we're in now, where if an episode, I saw a couple weeks back, the episode, I can't remember which one it was, but there's our pump shoddy. It got a 7.9 on IMDb, and you had people online complaining, saying, here comes all the review bombers. Like, in what world do we live in where a 7.9, which is an 8, really, if we want to just round up, I'd say an 8.0 out of 10 is great. That qualifies as great. Okay?
Look at all this money.
It was labeled as a
The
great
bag's
episode,
full.
and there's people mad that it didn't get a 10 out of 10.
If we were back in the old world,
It's crazy.
whew, we'd be rich.
All right, the cops will get here soon. Oh, my own guys locked me in here. Yeah, this is just not
They
good.
tried robbing the bank on Outbreak Day.
Probably seemed smart at the time.
But it's just you're never gonna please everybody. That's just the way it is. There's people that want every episode to be a 10 out of 10, and there's other people that want every episode to be a 0 out of 10, and to be a big stinking rotten tomato. And it's like, guys, there's nothing wrong with an 8 out of 10. All right, we're gonna need a couple more infected here. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, and that's it with the bank. Yeah, I'm good too. I'm good. Let's get out of here. Done with the bank. Let's blow this bitch. I'm good. I know this
Hey,
map,
if you
this
lived in
area
the
like the
old
back
world,
of my
what
hand.
would you buy with all that money?
I don't know.
But you can get a farmhouse now.
Okay.
It's true.
What would you get?
A space shuttle.
No, that's right. Your astronaut thing.
We do actually get like a little space reference right around this area here
Farmhouse
in the
is way more
episode.
practical.
Which, for the TV viewers out there,
crazy.
they're prepping us for Ellie's
Got a shotgun out of it.
love of space, knowing what's going to happen in the big birthday
All right,
flashback.
Let's find that gas.
Yeah, gorgeous. There's a Serevena. Serevena didn't make the cut. We'll talk about the Serevena. Here's a couple
Hey,
dialogue.
That building's got something on top I'd call dome-like.
We'll go there. I know where it's at.
No, you're
I know where it's at. Thank you. Well, never mind. I haven't beat the
It's on
game
that
yet
now.
here on the computer, so it looks like it's going to be there for the rest of our adventure here, which, whatever. All right, we got something here. Was this Tommy? Is that you, Texas T? God damn it, Shimmer, get out of my way.
Somebody was camping here.
Yep.
Looks recent.
Nice
it was
work,
Tommy?
detective.
Maybe.
Or literally anybody else that's still alive in this neck of the woods. All right. We need holsters, guys. We need holsters. When you get used to having a short arm holster and a long arm holster, sucks when it's taken away from you. It's kind of like having a reverse camera in your car, and then you drive an older car that does not have a reverse camera, and you just got used to it, and it's like, holy
Whoa,
shit.
Check out the tank.
Here we go. Little talk here. I think there's something to pick up, if I recall correctly. Keep getting stuck on the damn horse. More notes from Isaac. This guy just, he's just a romantic. Well, I guess, at the same time, I guess this is really the only way to communicate with each other here, outside of radio, if you want it to be a little bit more discreet. Roger, following up on our fight from last night, I hear your concerns and understand your reluctance. But listen. All right, I'm glad you're asking these questions. I'm proud of the growth you've made. All right,
Kind of sad.
yeah, we got it. Come on, D. Let's go. Giddy up. Yeah. All right, we're going to go into the synagogue here, which, you know, I always thought there was going to be like more of a fight here. There's not really. But there's some good dialogue and character building
Fuel
between
distribution.
Dina and Ellie.
Here we go.
Because what you guys got to remember, the first time we play this game,
Boston always had
we don't
food
know
shortages.
Dina.
Hungry people
Ellie
get
knows
desperate.
Dina. We do not know Dina. All right, so a lot of this early part in day one is dialogue back and forth, giving us, you know, history between Ellie and Dina, rapport between Ellie and Dina. We as the player get to know Dina more.
Rad.
Rad. Let's go. You know, again, just gives us a little more Dina context, which is nice. Because like I said before, this day one, roller coaster ride, right? I remember the first time I played just getting into this part right here, and I'm expecting the WLF and Abby in full villain garb to pop out at any moment, and it's on like Donkey Kong. Ignoring the fact that we're only like 3 or 4 hours into the video game. I'm already thinking final boss. And nothing happens. And then nothing happens. And then you come through here, and there's some infected skirmishes. Smaller and moderate. But then nothing happens, and nothing happens. And then all of a sudden, boom. You get like cold cocked right across the face. And it's a roller coaster ride the rest of the way until you get to the theater. We're going to talk about the theater, too. Because what was that? In the TV show, what was that whenever they were in the theater? What was that, guys? We'll talk about that when we get to the theater. Oh, man. Remember, guys, I talk about this stuff with love. I'm not a hater. I love The Last of Us. It's meant a lot to me for over 10 years now. You know, so not a hater. I just
Can you get through?
crush a lot. No.
All right.
Some things just haven't made sense this season with characters. Oh,
Stay low.
bro. I play no return, buddy. Ow! What's good? Thanks for the help, D. I got this. It's enough out of you. Yeah, dude, I got this.
I think
Thanks.
we dropped all of them.
We?
Looks that way.
We? D? We? I don't think you earned a we in that exchange. All right, we got more here and we got clickers. Oh shit, that one's right there. Go! Little space, little space, little space. Yep. Get him off me, D. Oh my god, Dina! Oh no, D! Where's D? No! That was unfortunate. All right, well, here, let's just take these clickers out. There you go. All right. All right, whatever. Works for me. Let's get through this quickly here.
I don't get it. If there were still people around, they would have cleared this place out.
Maybe they didn't make it here.
Can you drop
Maybe.
anything at all?
Let's find that gas.
All right, let's go. All right, into the synagogue. Spoiler alert, there will not be gasoline in here. No lie, guys, first time I jumped in here, thought for sure we were getting a bloater fight down there. Let me know that you guys do. Remember, first time I played this, I'm like, there is no way that we're not going to be fighting. We're going to absolutely fight a bloater here. Or just a click of clickers. I don't know why they came out like that, but I thought we'd get a big fight here, but we do not.
This is a synagogue.
How can you tell?
One, there are menorah decorations on the wall. It's a Jewish thing. And two, I didn't burst into flames just now, so
Burst into flames?
it's just a dumb joke.
Oh, unlike your other ones.
You shut it. This place brings back a lot of memories. My sister used to drag me to a synagogue all the time.
You never struck me as much of a believer.
Nah, but I like coming from a long line of survivors.
You mean after Outbreak Day?
That, and the Inquisition, and the Holocaust. My family always made it out alive. Barely.
All right, you're going to learn a little bit more about Dina's sister, and obviously we get a very sad story about Dina's family in episode 5.
Okay.
Feel Her Love. They don't mention Talia by name, but she does mention her mom and sister and how they died. You know what's always funny about this game is I never, like, it's never black and white. From what I remember, at least. I'm probably going to look like a fool here in a minute. I don't remember it ever being black and white.
Gas. Here we go.
Whether or not Dina's sister Talia was alive still or not.
Damn it.
Hey, language. House of worship.
It's empty.
That sucks. Now what?
We'll try our luck at the courthouse garage. Let's get out of here.
Okay, nothing. It's like, okay, this feels like a fight's coming right here, doesn't it? Like a bunch of infected come pouring on through the window.
Do you still pray?
But no.
Sometimes.
Really? When?
I said when at Joel's grave. Sometimes I just say little ones to myself.
Yeah, what'd you guys think about the grave? They moved the grave about 10 miles. Was it south
Help?
of Jackson.
It calms me. Helps me put things in perspective. It's a way to deal with grief. A way to show respect. It's what I know.
This way.
Geographically, it probably doesn't make a lot of sense on horseback to go 10 miles south before you embark on this main quest here north. I guess northwest of Seattle, but come on. We can't nitpick everything.
What's this?
Oh, this is the Torah.
The what?
It's scripture. It's like a Jewish Bible. My sister would have flipped for this. The one we used in New Mexico was half burned. All right. Well, at least they didn't just chuck everything.
They kept the New Mexico part together. Okay, over to the other side, and then we are out of here.
Hey, what are you doing?
Bet I can get to the other balcony with this.
Dean is so nervous every time Ellie approaches any type of action
Ellie,
sequence.
Careful.
Oop, I almost
It's
went all the way
okay.
down.
It's holding.
Up, 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 up. There we go. Yeah, this is the stuff right here that doesn't make it into the show. Which is fair. Though there's been some good action stuff. Especially whenever we get to the subway there. That was pretty insane.
Nothing to it. Come on, Dina.
Right.
Nothing to it.
$57.74. Are we in the future?
No, doofus. That's a Hebrew calendar. For the new year, my sister used to give me an apple dipped in honey. Ugh, now I'm craving it.
I hope you got where you were going.
All right. Synagogue, check. Moving on. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. I still think that my biggest critique about this season so far, besides some of the character choices, is really just how short it is. 7 episodes to do all of Ellie's 3 days in Seattle. Again, like I said multiple times now, the first almost 3 whole episodes in Jackson. I didn't think that they were going to stay in Jackson that long. I really didn't.
It's peaceful out here, at least. It's weird being in a QZ and not hearing
Music shop's
shots
right there. Might as well hit it.
Or gunfire and explosions.
My sister always avoided
Hey,
QZs.
Valiant music shop.
Should we check for supplies?
All right, let's go in here. I'm not going to keep the take on me part in the video. It's a copyright.
Imagine this place when everything was intact.
So I'll do it and then just cut it out. I'm sure you guys have all seen
I
it
bet we could scrounge enough stuff to start
by now anyway.
You don't know how to play.
I mean, I could definitely figure
Done
it
very
out.
well here in the game. And I thought Bella Ramsey did a good job with it in the show. It was very nice. I feared that they were going to change the song. That was my big prediction. Because, let's be real here. Take On Me, at this point, has to be one of the most covered songs in popular music. Really?
Yo. Check this out.
Yo. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man.
Oh, wow. That was an interesting beat.
Excuse me. I am a natural. Admit it.
It looks like Ellie's
love
making a
you.
face.
Whatever. We're starting a band.
I'm trying to get a look on her face.
How about you be my groupie?
You're what?
Well, okay. Bands apparently had these hardcore fans that would just follow them around.
Isn't that what I'm already doing?
Fair point.
I guess so.
Yeah, kind of. All right, come over here and grab a couple things. But yeah, I thought it was really good. I was afraid that they were going to
Got a bunch of records.
switch that song out.
The Sick.
Seems like Craig Mazin likes to change almost everything he can get his hands on.
We only listened to it like 100 times together.
I was only listening to it because I thought you were cute.
I do think that he tried to. Oh, he did try to. He tried to change Ellie's singing "Future Days" in the theater. that we see in episode 5. I guess he tried to change her doing that song, and Druckmann was like, no, absolutely not. It's not happening. Absolutely not. You know, I'll talk more about it at the end, though. I do feel like Craig Mazin's, I would say, largely behind a lot of the things that I'm guessing. I'm not like a fly in the wall, but I reckon a lot of the things that we're seeing with the characters and the changes there, mainly Ellie being just like happy-go-lucky, jolly, giddy, hooting and hollering, not as concerned about Abby as she is in game. And again, I think that's a horrible decision, horrible choice. I do think that Craig Mazin's likely the one that's got his fingerprints all over that, and I just don't understand it at all. But I'll talk more about that at the end. Here it is. This is where Ellie plays. Again, I'll cut this out of the video just because, again, it's a copyright. So see you guys on the other side.
You should have kissed me then. I wanted to. Me too. Alright. We should keep moving. Yeah.
All right, we're back. Performance of a lifetime. Ellie Williams performing Take On Me. All right, let it go.
I don't think there's anything else in here.
Let's cross over here. We got some goodies to pick up here. Another gate code. Nothing in there. Got an artist here. Another day in paradise. Budding artist.
Yeah.
WLF guy.
Good.
Guess we should look at it. Shimmer, you move too much. Oh. Drawing Shimmer out there. There's Shimmer. All right. Got a
Jotting this down.
workbench, I believe, too, in here. An old scanner. Hey, shoddy shells. Let's get it.
Haven't seen one of these in a while.
Yeah, it's funny how you don't see them use that at all in The Last of Us Part 2.
Looks like that's everything over here.
All right, we'll wait to come back to that because we got a vault down below us. There's a courthouse again, detective. It's back here. Should be some decent stuff in there. Gate West 2.
Where are you going?
There's something back here.
Oh, codes. West 20451. Gotta hit all these up. I wouldn't be as concerned about this, but again, I've not beaten this yet on PC, so in order to go and get all the achievements for it and unlockable skins and all that good stuff, let's just do it. That's a haul. That's a haul.
Some good scavenging.
Card was that? What do we get? Hello. You know what? They released these cards whenever... I could be wrong, but I want to say whenever they did Part 2 Remastered, when that came out initially, you were given the opportunity to... I think it was in like the WLF edition, because The Last of Us Part 1, it came out on PS5 in September 2022. That came with the Firefly
What were you
edition.
saying?
And then...
Right.
My sister always avoided QZs.
They start talking again and I get
That's
distracted.
probably why. She just got more and more paranoid. She'd sometimes wake up screaming in the middle of the night.
That's rough.
We always had a backpack so we could bail if something happened. Never stayed in one place for more than a few weeks. It sucked.
It's nice to have a place we call home, right?
Yeah.
Ruston
When I
Coffee.
first got to Jackson, I was so overwhelmed by all the people.
I was overwhelmed by all the food. I remember my first week just gorging myself. Stuffing food in all my pockets for later like it was gonna run out.
I saw that.
You did not?
I did. I remember thinking, who is this string bean girl stealing all the jerky?
I didn't steal that much jerky.
Isn't that what they're eating? And I think that's what they're eating on the TV show is jerky. I can see how that would be, pretty common item, food item. But yeah, what I was saying back there before about the trading card, before I completely forget. Part 1, when it came out on PS5 a few years ago, there was a Firefly edition. Okay, so when a Part 2 Remastered comes out, it offers the WLF edition. And in that, they had, a part of that special edition, they had the trading cards that Ellie collects in-game. And I thought about it because I'm a sucker for trading cards. You name it. I've always, since I was a kid, a sucker for that stuff. So I considered it, but then I'm like, do I really care about the trading cards she's picking up in a game? They mean nothing to us as the player. What I would have loved, and I know that this is wishing for way more than what we would have ever received, but think of like some Wizards of the Coast style production with Last of Us characters on the card. Like think about like a holographic Joel putting a cleaver through a clicker's head, right? Or Ellie fighting a bloater, or, anyone that you've encountered along this path, like Henry and Sam, like, Tess, Bill, a holographic Bill with a shotgun. I mean, that would be pretty sick. Again, I know Wizards of the, I understand, like it's not worth the expense to hire, I'm sure a very reputable publisher to print some limited edition cards, but. Again, I would have bought it if it was characters from the game because those mean something to me. I don't particularly care about the Savage Starlight characters or whatever they're from. Wanted poster here. There's our guy Isaac Dixon, Marcus Wilson, Luis Sanchez, James and Emma Patterson. Hanrahan's not on there. No Hanrahan. It looks like she's a TV-only creation. I don't know if she's meant to be one of the, Emma Patterson or whatever, but... I thought that character so far, I mean, she's more prevalent in the episode that covers day 2. Feel Her Love. I think she's great. I do. Now, again, she's not done an awful lot, but I guess in regards to, like, her presence, you feel it, like, when she enters a room. You're like, man, this girl's not, like, exactly, like, the biggest, but she packs a big punch. That's kind of like the whole message of this show. The girls aren't really the biggest. But they can pack a punch. She's a badass, though. I mean, she just looks like she would blow your brains out, and if you looked at her the wrong way. So we'll see what comes with Hanrahan. But hey, Ruston Coffee here. Shout out, fictional coffee shop here in Seattle. That was in one of my prediction shorts that I did that we'd get a Ruston Coffee. We didn't get it. Instead, in this episode here at the beginning of day 1, I was like 3 episodes off. We got a Weston's Pharmacy. In the TV show. I think I predicted that to be in episode 1 whenever they go to the Green Place Market because it is there in game. But
Recognize anyone?
No.
yeah, I
old.
was a couple episodes too early for
I think the
Weston's.
King of Jackson would have been kids. Help me out here.
And we did not get Ruston's. So, all right. Hey, Davis. Check our old WLF safe houses for supplies. Probably a long shot, but every little bit helps. Grab what you can and meet us back at the Serevena. Don't worry about the gas. We'll take care of it. Davis. Some goodies here. We are going to have an infected attack us.
Wasn't Joel all about coffee?
Kidding me? He'd trade half his stuff for a bag of beans.
I never got it. Tastes like burnt shit.
Thank you. Acquired taste, my ass.
All right. Infected time. Now keep that bottle out, Ellie.
Watch it!
Oh, that's a messy poo.
You okay?
Gonna need another roll.
Yeah.
How do they get inside these places?
All right, there's the key to the dog shop there. There's gonna be some more goodies in there. We'll make our way over there.
It says Barko's on it.
Oh, whew.
What do you think it's for?
I know where Barko's
clue.
is, Ellie.
Let's
Thanks.
keep an eye out.
You don't
Might
gotta
be worth
check
checking
on
out.
me. You don't gotta check on me. I know all about Barko's. And as I say that, I am now remembering that I did not. Yeah, I know where to go. Please
Clear
stop.
this place out.
Gotta go back to that weapon or upgrading table. Workbench. There we go.
What?
Onward.
What's
Yeah!
that shimmer? You don't say.
Oh, no.
Ellie, Shimmer says we should find a bakery
Why?
so she can go buy some thoroughbread.
I created a monster.
You only have yourself to blame.
All right, we'll hit this real quick. All right, we're gonna hit these steps here to the right. We got another little, woo, pop it. We got more stuff up here. Who's been your favorite performer this year, this season so far? Who do you guys got? Performer, not character, performer. Gavin, Derek got into some business with a broken window last week. He would have lost his damn leg if we hadn't rushed him back to the Serevena. I went ahead and stashed some supplies at a couple of sites downtown for more Derek screw-ups. Okay. Thank you, Allison. Much appreciated. All right. There. That's Derek proofed. Yeah, performer. Bella Ramsey, Isabella Merced, Pedro Pascal. I always confuse, is it Gabriel Luna or Diego Luna? One's the actor that's in Andor. And the other one is our Tommy Miller. I think Gabriel Luna is Tommy. I always mess the two up. Like, which one's Diego and which one's Gabriel Luna? And they're both great. There's Barko's. We got to hit that side door. What was that noise? It's a little weird.
Oh, shit. I got it.
I mean,
See what we got in here.
it is a key, Ellie. This is going to be like the WLF's little hideout area here.
How is this place?
Little sanctuary.
Some kind of WLF something.
Show your fangs or bare your fangs. Yeah. Wonder
What is that?
WLF propaganda.
wonder what that application process was like to be the WLF artist. Director of propaganda art.
Protectors of the Constitution, they called themselves.
What was their deal?
Ex-FEDRA types who thought FEDRA had too many rules. They ran protection rackets. They took multiple lives.
Hey.
Great dudes.
Ugh, yikes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Long? Yeah. We're long, baby. Let's go. Look out, D. What other performers? Ratina Weasley is Maria. She's good. She just doesn't get a lot of snaps, guys. I think she's been a good Maria. But again, like she just doesn't get on the field a lot. So, I mean, Caitlin Deaver.
Here's their plans to hit that convoy.
Man, WLF just wiped the military out.
Oh, here we go.
Way
Checkpoint
more
2.
successful than the Fireflies ever were.
Price, Miller, Ross, Wright, Hernandez, Young, Wilson, Carter. Is there a Hanrahan on here? Hanrahan? No Hanrahan. No Dixon. Okay, just curious, just checking it out. Yeah, I look, and Deaver's been great, you know. And here's the thing: Bella Ramsey gets a lot of, gets a lot of shit. I think the bigger issue I have when it comes to Bella Ramsey has nothing to do with Bella Ramsey. I think it's the direction that she's given, right? Like Bella Ramsey in the theater at the end, giddy and jolly and happy to find out that she's gonna be a dad. What an outrage! What a crazy line. That's an outrageous line. That's not Bella Ramsey's fault. She says the lines that are written down on paper. I don't think that she's like Meryl Streep, like giving Meryl Streep levels of autonomy if she wanted to like freelance or freestyle a little bit and improvise there. She's reading the lines that are on the paper. Again, I think that a lot of that's Craig Mazin work. And I think that Bella Ramsey's been good.
I think we got everything here.
In parts this season. I think Isabella Merced has been great. I think Deaver, in the small amount of time that we've had Deaver, I think she has been great. Pedro Pascal, great. Gabriel Luna, great. These people are knocking it out of the ballpark. Again, I think the actress that plays Nora, is it Tati Gabriel? I think she's great. Sadly for her, now granted, we'll see her again in season 3 through Abby's POV. You know, yeah, she may be dead now in the show, but that, you know, we're gonna see her again in season 3 through Abby's lens. You have to keep that in mind. As we're about to finally go inside the courthouse. You know, if I'm picking like who do I think's been the best so far this season, yeah, I'll say Pedro Pascal just because I think he's really good, you know, and sometimes I think people maybe you get fatigued with certain actors, and yes, he's been in everything recently ever since he's been in Game of Thrones. He goes to Narcos, he goes to The Mandalorian, The Last of Us, you know, what is he in now? The Fantastic Four. I don't really watch superhero shit, so I don't really care, but he's great. I think he's been great, and especially in this last episode we saw in episode 6, I thought he gave us everything he could have asked for. So I'll go with Pedro Pascal if I'm saying just best performance this season. Though Isabella Merced, not far behind, man. Not far behind. She has been great. What a great casting. What a great casting for Dina. Let's at least, like, knock this first one out. Oh. Dina. Oh, my God. Keep coming, big boy. Heart pounding there a little bit. That's what you gotta say about this game, man. You can play this game as many times as you want. There's still moments that just... It was close. Dude, this one's kind of all over the place. Let's just jump her whenever she comes back in. Because isn't there another one right there? Yeah, let her come back in. There's a clicker there. Right here. Right here. Right here. Come on. All right. Done. All right, your move, boss. Which way you heading? Trying to save a little bit of ammo for when we get to the basement. What we got here? Just standing there, and then there should be one more in the room up to the right. But clickers are down, so we're good. All right. Cleared for now.
Is that
But,
it?
I think so.
Go team.
all right, one more holster.
It's fun, I guess.
Don't remember where we
Yeah.
pick it up at. Maybe
I wonder what it was like to serve on a
the
jury.
TV station?
But it was fun. Sit down.
Hard to say.
look at
Can't remember.
evidence,
We'll find out.
Tell if somebody's lying.
Just give me 5 minutes of my knife. I'd tell you if they were lying or not.
Woo.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hey, little help?
Coming.
All right. We got another
Courthouse before?
vault ahead of us.
You're telling me you never got in trouble back in Boston?
Oh, I got in trouble,
Tuh.
but never landed in a
Oh,
courthouse.
man. I was always in the principal's office. Can totally see Ellie always getting in trouble. Just a wise ass. But yeah.
Serious shit went down here.
Yeah, let's take a look at this first. This is pretty good. This is good stuff right here. Just seeing what the fall of the FEDRA. Oh, yeah. Damn. These homies got lined up against the wall and bang, bang, bang. That was it for them.
FEDRA soldiers. Check out that wall. They were executed.
Jesus. They weren't just executed. They shot them to pieces.
Maybe bullets weren't scarce yet. Maybe they deserved it.
Maybe.
All right, Benny boy. The WLF is winning. All right. Head for the hills. The city's going to fall any day now, and unless you quit FEDRA, I can't keep you safe. Up until recently, I could almost understand why you stuck with them, but after the Thursday market massacre, I don't see how you can tell us misguided killers with a straight face. Those people were just trying to get food for their families, and they started banishing people for sedition. Listen, you still have time. I will vouch for you. Meet by Ruston Coffee at 2 a.m. on Friday alone. Please show up. I know it's scary, but it's the only way, Sandra.
Brought it on yourself, I guess.
Well, didn't make it. Did not make it. All right. Let's get through here. 860722 for the code. Known wolf agitators.
What's that?
They're crossed off.
To-do list.
I take it that they're dead. The following people are our top priority targets for any anti-terrorist operations: Emma Patterson, smuggling, falsifying ration cards, acts of sedition; James Patterson, Marcus Wilson, Luis Sanchez, Isaac Dixon, Hugo Gonzalez, distribution of anti-federal propaganda; Allison Cole, murder of federal officer, acts of sedition. We just saw Allison, her name on a little sign, or that little letter there, looking out for her buddy Derek. With the Pattersons and Sanchez gone, Dixon has moved in to fill the void. He is now our top priority target. Wow. 860722 is the code. Hey, there we
This
go.
might come in handy.
All right, more letters here. This one I don't think is as fun to read, if I recall. It's just, yeah. Yeah, all right.
What's it say?
This guy was a FEDRA commander or something. They were losing to the WLF and trying to escape.
How big is this group if they were able to beat the army?
You don't need a lot if you're that vicious.
Well,
You need to
there,
be careful.
there's a lot.
Let's just be smart about it.
There's a lot, Ellie.
Okay, Jesse.
Oh, let's be smart about it, yeah. 860.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Health. All right. That's it. No rifle rounds. That's a bummer. Bummer jam. 4. Molly. All right. Can't remember if there's anything to look at up here. Let's take a look real quick. All right. We're going down.
Parking garage.
Well, the gas is in there, right?
Well, that's what the note said.
Well, let's get down there.
Yeah, basement 1. We heard all about that in that day 2 episode there. B3 or B1, B2, B3. All right.
Careful.
All right. It's on like Donkey Kong when we open those doors up. So let's get ready to throw some lead, some knuckle sandwiches, some fire. D, you with me? D. D. What the hell? You gonna leave me down here? All right. Let's go. There she is. All right, let's go in discreetly. Oh, shit! Too late for that. There'll be more coming. More coming. On the truck. Oh, what a miss. Woo. Clicker. That it?
Jesus. I think that's all of them.
Those FEDRA guys never even made it out of the garage. Damn. Well, let's find that gas.
Yeah, this is the home base, home field here for the garage bloater and no return, which I think is one of the harder bosses in my opinion. Would say harder than the arcade bloater. Definitely harder than both human bosses there, the Rattler Captain and the Seraphite Elite. Just trying to make sure we didn't miss anything. I would say even harder than the Rat King. The Rat King's easy once you understand its pattern. The garage bloater's tough just because he has a ton of minions around him. It just makes it challenging to fight him in this garage. I don't know. Maybe I got scars. All right. Let's get that gas.
And 8.
Have gasoline.
Got gasoline.
Our luck's changing.
Don't you jinx us.
All right, that's it, guys. Downtown Seattle's complete. That's a wrap.
FEDRA gate is calling to us.
It's time we go now to the Serevena. Oh, Serevena. The old Serevena. There we go.
Dina.
Coming.
Seattle's Cantina. Wow. Come on. I think that Celsius is kicking in, boys.
Okay, let go.
Good job, babe.
Thanks.
All right.
Okay,
That's it.
gate.
Should mention it. I think she mentions that everything's done here. Map location's complete. Does it say? I think that's everything. I did get the achievement for going into every discoverable location in Seattle, so I think we're good here, guys. Let's carry on.
Hey, you nervous at all?
Let's blow this bitch.
After
Yeah!
you found out about the WLF, they seem more organized than I expected.
Doesn't change anything for me. Just means we have to be more careful.
Ooh.
At least they don't know we're coming for them.
Anything on the ground there?
Exactly.
Nope.
We're gonna be okay.
I know. All right. We should get back to the fuck FEDRA gate before we lose the day.
Yeah. See if we can find those WLF.
There she is. See ya, bank. All right, guys. Good memories, Seattle. Great memories
Wow,
there,
that was
downtown.
an adventure. Haven't found any of them yet.
Hey, it's a big city. We barely started.
It's about to change, Ellie. It's
Yeah,
about to
come on.
change.
I would see one of them by now.
About to cross some names here off your list, and you didn't even have to lift a finger on some of them. All right, let's get this generator started.
Here we go.
I always laugh at how little gasoline Ellie puts into this generator. Just, I mean, apparently it gave her a quarter of a tank.
You put in the code.
Just doesn't seem like she puts a lot in. All right.
Hey, these old generators are pretty finicky, so it might take you a few tries of... Oh.
Oh.
Sorry, go on.
All right.
Nothing.
All right, D. Gaties too. Oh, real quick. Gate East 2 5345.
It worked.
Let's go.
Well,
There she
more
is.
welcoming to me.
Or they're just waiting for us.
The Serevena Hotel. Okay.
On those windows.
Serevena Hotel. We'll talk about this in relation to the TV show here when we get through it. Let's get through it first, and then we'll talk about it.
Wolf. You see that? Infected just hopped that fence.
Dang.
Means we can get in that way.
That's pretty
Shouldn't
wild.
we hear gunshots or something?
Sophisticated infected.
I don't know what's going on.
Whoa, what, Dina, what are you shooting at? Got splinters flying. Yep. Two for one. Combo. We're blanking. We need some ammo.
Okay. That's that.
Speaking of. Anything else before we go in? No? Can't remember if there's anything here or not. Okay, let's go in. I totally thought, once again, just like all of downtown Seattle, first time playing this, that there was going to be a big fight in here. Spoiler, once again, there's not. But we're getting closer to it. Little seahorse action there for the Serevena seahorse. Okay. Always got like the sea theme there with Seattle sports. The Seahawks, the Kraken. I know they want their Supersonics back. Hopefully that can happen one day. Don't like seeing a team get ripped away from a city.
And he's got one of those wolf patches.
Guess they didn't make it out with their gas after all.
That's good, right?
Those fuckers who killed Joel got taken out by some random infected.
Then they'd still be dead, Ellie.
I'm not sure that's justice.
Yeah, Ellie, she's just got so much more.
Can while we're here.
She just has so much more bite and growl to like her, not just like her voice, but like her personality, really in game. It just there is just a nastiness to her here that you don't really see a lot of it in the TV show. It's lacking.
They've been shot.
You recognize him?
No.
Maybe someone else killed these guys. The infected just wandered in.
I wonder who else could have done something like that.
Hey, found their gas.
Well, if we need any more, we know where to get it.
I think an interesting turn here on the show to go and have Ellie and Dina take off first before Tommy and Jesse. In game, it's Tommy, then Ellie and Dina, and then Jesse bringing up the rear. And they completely flip that. Right now, I think it's a little bit too early to tell if, is it more effective, less effective, indifferent in regards to the overall story of what we're seeing on a TV. I think it's too early to tell. 3 charges left in our machete. I'd rather hold on to that than that big pipe.
I don't recognize this one either.
Yeah, nothing else up here. Oh, hold on. What am I doing? Don't forget to look in the showers. There's always something there behind the glass. For the most part. Cozy room here for the fine men and women of the WLF. A hotel. I can see why that would probably be a good structure to fortify and, get underneath your control. That, the hospital. Well, of course, we see the football stadium. The FOB. I mean, they do have like a number of landmarks that are under their power. Our strike against the FEDRA checkpoint worked. Killed at least 3 of those thugs. Just a few wounded on our side. We'll kick those fascists out and rebuild on the foundations Emma and Jason laid. Oh, man. May they rest in peace. May their survival be long, and may their death be swift. The founders. You don't see any paintings or structures, graffiti celebrating Jason and Emma Patterson like you do for the Seraphite founder.
Shit. What the fuck happened here?
Tommy did this.
This? No way.
It was definitely him. He's one of the ones that killed Joel.
Old Nick.
Shit.
Like
There's another one over here.
Like the least involved gets the worst death out of Abby's whole entire group. Nick should have stayed back at the stadium. I feel like Nick was like, they asked him like Nick, we need one more warm body. Come on with us. We'll get out of rainy Seattle, go enjoy the mountains.
Who's
And
using them against each other?
quick mission, very discreet.
How?
Get a little vacation away from Isaac. Sure, why not?
Joel told me about this.
And he suffers the Miller Boy treatment.
You ask this guy a question, but you don't make him say it.
It's tough for
You
Nick.
make him write it down. And then you ask this guy, and if the facts match, you're telling the truth. If not,
You fuck him up?
yeah.
East 1. Another gate code?
Looks like it.
This just happened now. He can't be far off.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on. We can get out this way.
Yep, there's Nick.
Maybe catch up with Tom.
Tough. All right.
Yeah.
let's move on. I mean, so the thing with the Serevena, I didn't think it was going to be in the 4th episode, day 1. I didn't. And
I know you said Tommy had a rough past, but fuck.
I know. Are you okay?
It wasn't pretty.
I don't want you to think bad of Tommy.
Ellie, if I had my sister's killers tied to a chair, I'd do worse.
I hear you.
Now, see, she mentions her sister's killers there, but it's almost like a little ambiguous in what she means. Like, did her sister actually get killed, or is she just referencing saying, like, hey, if someone killed my sister, I would have done the same thing, or I would have done worse? I always laugh at that part, too, because it's always... Dina's so taken aback when she sees the brutality of what happened to Nick. But then, you know, they get outside here, and she's like, you know what, I actually would have done worse. Dina loves to one-up Ellie throughout this, but let's get back on track. In regards to Serevena, I didn't think that we were going to see it in day 1, and... Again, breaking news, we didn't get it in that episode. Reason being is that because the next like group of people, like the 3 out of Abby's group that get killed here in the game, first Nick at the Serevena, Jordan at the school, and then Leah at the TV station, those 3 characters aren't in the TV show. They are not cast in Abby's group, right? Those 3 are excluded. Abby's group is a group of 5 instead of 8. I've said before, I understand why it's a 7-episode season, and... having her group be 8 people, I mean, like, we hardly got anything from Nora in episode 2, in episode 1, and then already she's like, you know, fast forward to episode 5 and she's dead already, you know? So imagine if you added 3 more people to Abby's group in the TV show that's a 7-episode season. There's just not enough time to go around for a group that big. So 3 people needed to be excluded. I think those 3 people make a lot of sense. Nick, I don't think the dude says a word in the game, okay? Leah hardly said... I think she says something to Jordan in the background, like, babe, it's okay, like, your face doesn't look that bad. Like, I'll still, you know, I'll still be your girl until, you know, I find someone that's maybe of higher rank than yourself. Jordan has the most to say out of them, unfortunately. That weasel, he's about to get it, guys. He's about to get it. We're not far. But those 3 don't make it into the TV show, so I thought that the 3 locations in which they die... Again, Serevena, school, TV station. I didn't think that those were going to make the cut. I was right about 2 of them. Let's go.
You get the generator. I'll open the gate.
Remember the code?
The one written in blood? Yeah.
Got it!
And I got this. Big question though. Where does this take us? I say we find shelter and we set up camp. Maybe somewhere high up so we can scope out the area.
I like that idea.
Okay. Let's look for an open building.
Preferably with no infected. Or WLF.
Wolves.
Whatever.
I still have some of those almond things left if you're hungry.
Not really.
You should eat something. Oh my god.
What?
I sounded like my mom just now.
Oh, no.
I'll be fine.
Get the other! Don't lose her! Go!
D! Oh, no. Shimmer! Get the gun. It's just like it. Todd's at the end of the winter chapter in part 1. You just gotta get the... Todd! Oh, these guys. Oh,
Didn't think I'd ever see you again.
There he is. Old Jordan.
How'd you find us?
Asked about a dude with a bitch scar across his face.
It's funny. How many came with you? Just you two?
You can't stop this.
Jordan! You're supposed to be out looking for the other one. What the fuck is this?
You know the smuggler that we killed out in Jackson?
Yeah.
This girl was there.
What?
They're coming after us. That's why Nick was fucked up like that. We gotta get her to Isaac. We gotta tell him exactly what's going on.
Yeah, well, I just got off the radio with Isaac. And we got a new mandate. Kill all trespassers.
Oh, hold up. That doesn't make any sense.
Direct order, man.
No, let's talk to her. Let's figure out what she
I
knows.
don't give a fuck what she knows. You saw what she did to the others?
You have no idea how many people she might be with. This might be an ambush,
I don't care
Mike.
how many people she's with. We will find them. We will kill
Come
them.
on,
Just
Mike.
think for yourself for a quick
Jordan, get
second
the
right
fuck
now.
out of my way.
Goodbye, Mike. Oh, D. Oh. Right on the backpack too. That can't be good. That has to hurt. On the backpack.
Come here.
Jordan just does some absolutely mindless stuff here. Like, Ellie's clearly still a threat. Dina, I mean, come on. Dina's not getting up here in a hurry, but Ellie just shows to show you how dumb Jordan is. I am so upset that we didn't get this in the show. We got robbed at this moment. This is a great moment. This is a great death. Goodbye, Jordan.
Are you okay? Mostly. Ellie. We should go.
We'll give Leah
Somebody
your
would've heard
regards.
the gunshots. Look, she's one of them.
Oh, she's popping a...
Look at that later. Was there a TV station on that map?
Leah's like...
I don't fucking know. Come on. Fuck, Ellie.
Oh! Oh, we're gonna throw. We'll throw a little lead back. We're Jackson.
Go around.
We'll throw a little lead.
Come out!
Oh.
She's out!
Oh, she's out!
Colin!
What'd they say your name was, Colin? Sit down and shut up.
Let's go. How many guys did you see?
Yeah. We need our another holster. Yeah, so I mean, real quick, guys, look, we don't get to school in Ellie's day one here in episode 4, just like we don't get to Serevena. And again, Serevena has Nick in it. The school has Jordan in it. Neither of them are cast into the show. They can forego that and kind of move on. Oh man, this guy sucks. There's Jordan. It makes you wonder how much time's passed in the game, because it doesn't look like much like a wound anymore. It very much is just a scar across his face. But yeah, like I said before, we'll get to the TV station. Leah's not in the show either, but we got the TV station in the show. But it's a pretty pivotal point right before they get to the subway station. Let me just check this here real quick before we move on. I think we're good. All right, I'm going to try to get a double pop here. I'm going to try to get a double bang. Double bang, double bang. Let's see if I can get it.
It was this way. Move it.
Yeah, I got one. Did not get two, though. Dropping them, boys. Jackson. Woo. Good night. Long distance. go for a flank. I can feel that flank coming. 2 left, maybe? This guy's got the wiggles. This guy's got the wiggles! Where's your buddy at?
Calm down.
There you go. Did you see that? Did you see your buddy's brains come pouring out of his noggin? Like the seeds inside of a pumpkin. That gets you up off your feet? Off your butt? Oh! Oh! I think it's the last one. Aww. I think that was it.
You good? Yeah. You recognize any of these guys?
No.
Nah, just Jordan back there. Jay Bird. Jordan would have been good. Like Leah and Nick, they don't really have lines in the game. I'm sorry, in the show. Well, no, I take that back. In the game. I mean, maybe something like very brief for like a 1 or 2 worder. I think you can hear Leah trying to console Jordan after Ellie slashes his face open back in the chalet. But other than that, I mean, again, I get why they're the ones that get the axe and they don't make it into the show. Like I've said before, it's too bloated of a group to throw into a 7-episode season. It just is. So it makes sense that they cut them out. But I wish if we were granted one reprieve to get one of them in the show, it would have been Jordan for me, just because he's such a weasel and his death is very satisfying. Very satisfying indeed. I guess that's it. I don't think we're picking anything else up, boys. We're going to move on here. Yeah, I wish they would have found a way to get Jordan in the show.
Watch it.
D, you watch it. You're the one that's... Got a molly? Oh, baby.
I don't know. Search the courtyard. You, hold the
I tried to grab him. Get up, Ellie. What are you doing? Get up. Oh, D is getting smoked.
Good.
Oh, shit. Oh, hello. Buckshot. Buckshot, Billy. Oh, big buckshot.
What the fuck's going on?
Ellie!
You're right there, D. What are you doing? Okay. Okay. This has not been going as planned. But we're back. We're back alive. This person's coming in. Oh, this person's gonna end the war. This person's gonna end the war. Oh, shit. I don't gotta... Yeah, this has been sloppy.
Don't let up!
Oh, shit. Boy, I got some moves for you. And I got some news. Oh, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. Oh, I got some news for you. And I got some moves for you. Woo! I'm going to throw it, Ellie.
Fuck, there's a lot of them.
I told you.
Oh, I am playing like such an asshole right now. Yeah, I'm kind of just trying to run through this here and focus on... Well, maybe I should focus on the combat. Almost died there. Hey, if you guys are still here watching, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. Yeah, we're going to want to pick up everything we can now, seeing as I just depleted my ammunition, resources. Eastbrook. What up, Eastbrook? Got something in here. Probably a health pack after I just healed myself. No. Cool. Cool. Yeah, that other person was just kindly waiting for me and that other guy to stop exchanging barbs there before they... She wanted to jump in, which was kind of funny. All right, let's move on. We just don't get a lot of combat and fighting in the show. It's really all reserved there for the TV station, and then of course the subway. A lot of fighting before that, though. At the same time, I understand that.
How to live here.
You know, I understand that not every gameplay element is going to be in a TV show. They just don't have the time for that. I get that, but when you cut it down to 7 episodes,
Adrian's patrol. Hey,
I don't know.
you too. Trespassers gone.
What?
You seen anything? No.
Uh-oh.
Cover
We got
this.
some real go-getters out there.
Check over here.
Ooh. Sneaky.
She's not on the street. Did you look?
Yeah.
Get down there.
I don't know.
Are you sure? Did you look?
Has this been called in?
Shoot this person in the
Red went
butt.
up to Capitol Hill.
Right here!
Go, Ellie, go! I couldn't help myself.
She's running!
No bullets. Woo!
Watch it! Watch it! No!
Uh-oh, that was potentially dumb. All right. That's about it.
I think that's all of them. Let's now find out.
7-episode season, guys. There's only so much you're going to be able to do. First 3 episodes are in Jackson. You got a flashback in there, too. 3 episodes in Jackson. 1 episode's a flashback. There's 4 episodes right there. You got 3 episodes left to convert Ellie's 3 days in Seattle. Not a lot of time. You know, every episode's about an hour. There's just not a lot of time there. And again, you're going to run through these parts. Again, I understand that not every single combat moment we get in a game here is going to make its way into the TV show. I get that. I get that. But, you know, a lot of this combat stuff helps build up Ellie's badassness, right? Where we realize, like, holy shit, like, she's serious about, like, this journey that she's on to avenge Joel. Like, she is butchering every single person that comes in her path, even the people that she doesn't have to kill. Did you see what we just did to those 3 people right there? They're, you know, they got in the way. From here on out, kill all trespassers. We'll send additional units to locate the other woman. Return to the fob by end of day. Bring all available supplies. Oh, man. They just wrote that letter down that quick. Everybody, the word's out. Well, I guess it's by their radio station right there, so that makes sense, right? Put a message down. There's the radio that came down from the chief at HQ. His word is law. Kill all trespassers. But we're going to go back out that window behind us, I believe. If I remember correctly. This is not open.
Fuck.
That's a more panic-inducing
this?
moment right there when there's people on your butt.
Let's try
Ah, this one. But like I said, I mean, it's... But then the funny thing to me is that Craig Mazin says, from what I've seen in reports, and the game fucking crashed. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. The screen went black for a moment.
We gotta get away from this school. Now.
There has to be a way down to the streets somewhere.
But I just saw Craig Mazin say in an article, and I saw this before when they were talking about, oh, Jason Bourne!
I got it.
That Season 3 is likely going to be longer than Season 2. Now, Season 3 is very likely going to be Abby's 3 days. So why are her 3 days longer? Why does she get more episodes? More time to adapt her gameplay, her 3-day story in Seattle. Why does she get more time than Ellie does? It just I don't really get that. You know, very well might be a good answer for that. I don't know. They're probably going to go buck wild with the Yara and Lev background story. There's definitely going to be a flashback episode for that, showing us Yara and Lev's story. I don't quite know if I need that or want that. I think the context that we're given here in the game is sufficient. I'm fine with that. I don't need a full-blown Yara and Lev flashback episode. You know, but guys, this is the Craig Mazin effect. I don't know. Again, I'm going to sound like I'm a Craig Mazin hater. I thought they did a great job in season 1, but I think he is...
We need to get to the street.
Ellie, Dina, the street is in my bloods, girl. Just give it a minute. Yeah, it's the Craig Mazin effect. I don't know. I've listened to enough podcasts with him on it, and after the episode behind the scenes stuff, and the guy's the smartest guy in the room. He knows these characters inside and out. He knows them better than DR Uckmann does. I just feel like they let him go a little too hog wild this season. I really do, and I think it did not help this show. Ellie stuff. Again, president of the hand-holding jamboree. Happy, giddy, jolly. I'm going to be a dad. Doesn't give a shit that, you know, Dina's now going to be labored throughout the rest of the playthrough. Though they do some different stuff with that. I guess I should just wait and talk about that then. Yeah. I don't know. Wasn't my favorite stuff.
All right, coast looks clear.
Yeah. I think we're good.
All right, check this out.
We're going to look at another Leah nude. Oh, what do you think about that, Jay?
She's one of them.
I'll show you one now, one later.
Read the letter.
Jordan.
My dearest
Isaac Scott
Jay.
is posted up on a 2-week at the TV station. Scars spotted in the area. Here's something to hold you over, Leah.
TV station.
You think she's still there?
I gotta find out, right?
So, spy all these tall buildings. That way.
Okay. Let's go get Leah.
All right. Dina's a smart one, as they say in a TV show. We'll follow D. Ellie's dumb. Dina's a smart one, triangulating. Oh, man. Yeah, I guess, like I said, my biggest complaints are how short the season was. I just think, like, structurally, I don't understand it. I don't get it.
You good?
3 episodes in Jackson.
I thought I was fucked back there.
1 episode of flashback. That
It's
leaves
the
you
same
3
feeling.
episodes to do 3 days in Seattle. I don't understand it.
Those are the wolves. They're really armed.
Yeah, they are. Do you think there were gonna be this many of them?
Tommy said this was a possibility.
Does that change anything for you?
Nah.
No?
I don't know. Ellie and Show is about ready to turn around and head home.
Keep an eye out for patrols. There were a bunch trying to smoke me out around here.
How many?
I passed 2, but I got a feeling there were more.
And once they realize we're out of the school,
And that we killed their fucking friends.
they'll be out in force looking for us. I wonder if there's anything left in these buildings.
There's always something left behind.
Ooh, shout out. DLC, Left Behind. Good call, D. I think this is the house. It's got the straggler upstairs. Nope.
These people are not like us.
What if we'd been refugees? What if we, I don't know, had intel they needed?
It doesn't seem like they care about that.
All right, we'll run through here and grab the goodies. Be as fast as I can. This is where our buddy is.
Dina,
Oh, yeah.
fresh blood.
I'm ready.
Honey, I'm home.
Yeah,
Oh, my heart's racing.
same.
All right, we got a note. Oh boy. I'm bit and Tina's dead. We've been getting drunk on our patrols for a while. This was such a shit post. No infected, no scars, far from everything. Her brother makes moonshine. So we drink and talk. I'm sure that happens. Went that way for months. We were stumbling around the grocery store when these runners surprised us. Let her brother know I'm sorry. I tried to save her. Tell my mom I love her. Chevy. Yeah, I could see that. Just being completely used to everything, like the mundane nature of all these patrols, and then it's like, hey, let's get drunk. Might make these a little more entertaining. Why not? Welp. There you go. You also notice too, and people have pointed this out, and they're completely right. Ellie, she just has more bite and growl to her voice. It's really just a tribute to Ashley Johnson. She's great as Ellie. Absolutely stunning as Ellie. Again, you just hear like that nasty snarl in her voice. And oh, look at Dina's doing a little jig. All right, D. Dina's thinking about the moonshine. All right, we're building them up. Need that other holster. I can't remember where it's. We might be coming up on it. It might be around here. I can't remember. But again, it's just a testament to Ashley Johnson, how well she is. And again, I think Bella Ramsey's has been fine. At times good. But largely, I do think that they should have cast someone else. Someone that's able to exhibit a little bit more like physicality into this role.
Something keeps bugging me. Why didn't they kill you and Tommy when they had the chance?
I don't know.
It seems reckless.
Maybe they're dumb.
Maybe they're dumb. Yeah, I don't know. That just would make more sense. Again, they saw so many little scenes, behind the scenes stuff of... What is it, D?
What?
You pipe down already?
Could be that you just weren't who they were looking for. So they let you go.
Yeah, well, they did beat the shit out of us. The one guy, Jordan, kicked my face in.
Kicked her face in, and she was ready to roll the next day.
They fucked up.
In the show, like, Ellie gets kicked in the stomach, and she's in a hospital for 3 months. I don't know, man. That's
what was the name of the girl in the note?
a nitpick,
The
but
one in the TV station?
Leah.
Was she the one...
no.
Was she the one with the...
No, the girl popping a titty in this Polaroid was not the
Only thing I
girl that
remember
killed
about her
Joel.
was the sound of her crying over that sadistic fuck's face when I sliced him open.
So, how do you want to handle her?
Find out what she knows. Find out where the others
1v1.
are. From there.
You gonna ask her how they did it?
Yeah.
I mean, just listen to her voice. Like, she's not elaborating. She's not laughing. She's not giggly.
Jogging memories of stuff Joel said about his past?
Nothing new.
What are the chances he did stuff that you don't know about?
High. He wasn't very big on sharing.
Not Joel.
I
No?
wonder what Tommy's making of all this.
Probably know more about all the people Joel crossed.
What are you doing with that?
I'm about to do some sick shit. Now, hold on. But yeah, like I said, it's just, there's no like
I'll be back in a
laughing,
sec.
jolliness,
I'll keep watch.
happiness. Like that just does, it's not here. Like again, and that's not, and don't confuse that with a knock on Bella Ramsey. That's not a knock on her. That's a knock on the people that are telling her, like directing her, and like the acting, right? Or the words that are written on the page for her. Again, like I said before, like she's not going out there and improvising. Always thought this colored paper was so odd. Viv, we were robbed last night. It was Jimmy. God damn it. Is a Jimmy ever legit? Let's be real here. Like Jimmy. Jimmy's always bad news. I'm not talking about Jim or James. Jimmy. I just feel like it's always bad news whenever it's a Jimmy. All right, I hope he acted alone. If you guys are in a rough spot, you can talk to me. I care for you and your son now more than ever. We need to be looking out for each other. There are rough criminals, or enough criminals running the city. I guess they're probably rough too. What do we got on the other side? Raul. Add a little salt and some water to these, and it almost tastes like the real. Okay, thank you, Raul. Appreciate that little tip. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I just that's what she's told to do, right? So there's only so much you can blame her for, right? And I'm not blaming her, right? The people that are constantly on Bella Ramsey's case all the time, like pointing out appearance and shit, like good lord, just. I mean, it comes to a point where it's just like it's a little bit too much, guys. Okay, she accepted a role in a show. In an IP that nobody would turn down. You cannot blame her for taking the job. Okay. Now you can look at the people that did the casting. Could they have picked someone else? Yeah, I think so. Everyone always points out Kaylee Spaney. Look, Kaylee Spaney resembles Ellie to an extent. And I saw her recently in Civil War and Alien Romulus, which there's some Last of Us Part 2 parallels there in Alien Romulus. Isabella Merced that plays Dina is in Alien Romulus. Probably would have had some good chemistry there. My thing is that I don't know if Kaylee Spaney was a known actress when they were casting for season 1 of The Last of Us. I don't know the answer to that. Maybe she was. I don't know. Maybe. Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I don't know. Again, it's easy to look back in hindsight, trap mine, and be like, oh man, Kaylee Spaney. Yeah, I agree. She would have.
Kind of bomb.
You know, again, like I thought she was a good actress in those 2 movies I watched of her, or watched with her in it. And the big thing I think that people point out the most is, she does look the part. There is an Ellie Part 2 Ellie resemblance there, and I see that. But again, like I said, I don't know if she was known when they were doing the casting for season 1. So again, you can't blame Bella Ramsey for taking this job. Again, if you want to blame the casting for getting that wrong, yeah, absolutely you can blame that. But I don't know, the people that are constantly online posting pictures of Bella Ramsey, that is just, I don't know, man. Get a life. You know, and the corny stuff that happens, the laughing and being giddy and cheerful and happy, like, again, that's not Bella Ramsey either.
Was it worth it?
That's what they're telling her to do.
Oh.
I think, honestly, like I've said before, I do think that it's Craig Mazin. I think Craig Mazin is the driving force behind a lot of these really odd choices in season 2. And I kind of wish that, like I'm kind of good on Craig right now. I kind of need Craig to go to like Seraphite Island and take like a sabbatical and just, I don't know, hang out.
I can still kind of see the buildings.
And stay away from right
wanna
now,
go.
Craig.
Let's see.
Yeah, they did fine in season 1, but I don't know. Season 2, questionable choices, guys, for Craig. I need a break from Craig right now. So, all right, let's go up here and battle him out. They always do that little turn back there.
You know how many times I got food poisoning? Why do you think I took a fishing? I'm getting hungry. Yeah? Stop talking about food. Yeah. Not a scar. Well, scars are probably.
Yeah, you got those 2 guys that are always coupled together, and then there should be a girl soldier patrolling by herself that I think has a melee weapon. Dina, thank you for getting in my way. Guess I could turn listen mode on. Nice little patrol route here, right down. I've never been to Seattle, but I love how how lush the city is. Even despite you're in an urban environment, you got all these beautiful trees around. I don't know if it looks like that in real life, but... And now your watch has ended. The death was swift. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Uh-oh. They're gonna flank your boy.
Push in!
Oh my, that was a horrible shot. But Dina's on. All right, I'm gonna try to preserve a little bit of ammo here, maybe. Dina, get out of my way, goddammit! Oh my, this dude was all about that action. Oh, he's still swinging. Woo! Finish him, D. Finish him, D. Dina sucks now and can't shoot. What is happening? Oh, lordy. Dina can't shoot all of a sudden. Where is this guy at? He's down here already. Good lord. Nothing.
Found you!
Yeah. That wasn't the cool, like, jump and melee while you're coming down, but it worked. So. Alright. No, Dina, there's none left. Your accuracy there with that last guy was abysmal. I, of course, had some suspect
You recognize any of them?
judgment calls of my own.
None.
Alright, we're not doing good saving ammo here. This is eventually going to come back and bite us in the ass a little bit, probably.
You think the wolves are spread out all over it?
I sure hope not.
Alright, let's sweep this place here, make sure we didn't miss anything. Always check under those counters there, cabinets. Pretty good about hiding stuff. It's easy to miss it if you're not looking all over the place. Again, I just want to try to grab everything that I can. All right, I think we're good here. Whoop. Okay. Oh, wait, hold up. Hold up. Where's that girl at? Let's see what she dropped. Melee weapon. Nah. Nancy's. Knickknacks. I love that it will forever be Halloween in the United States here in the Last of Us world. I don't know. Maybe you have a different opinion on it. If you're actually living in that. I think this is where Ellie talks. Is this where Ellie brings up that little line about how she, like...
Anything in here?
Yeah.
Just Halloween stuff.
Some of this stuff is funny looking.
I'm not a fan.
Which is funny. She doesn't elaborate there. I feel like they would have elaborated to no end in the TV show about what she actually means. She's obviously referring back to Left Behind and everything that happened with Riley. Very much Halloween store themed there throughout their escapades throughout the mall. Right? There's a moment where they go into a Halloween store, a costume store, and they try a bunch of masks on and everything like that. So, Ellie loved it then. It's obviously a bad memory now, 4 or 5 years later. And yeah, she's just, and that's the thing. That right there is a perfect example of what the game does that the show did not do this season. The show wants to spell everything out and over-explain everything. Like when Ellie and Dina are about to like go in, you know, into that area there where Jesse ultimately saves them in episode 5, Feel Her Love. And Dina and Ellie talk about what the plan is a million times over and over and over again about like why we are only doing knives only and not guns, et cetera, right? This little moment right here, if you've played the game, if you've played Left Behind, you can guess why Ellie all of a sudden is soured towards Halloween and Halloween stores. It's a bad memory, right? It's a scar. It's a mental scar for her. She has, you know... Something that she once liked is no more because of, again, everything that happened at the mall. Now the TV show would go like, you know, to no end, right? To the end of the universe and back to go and explain why Ellie does not like Halloween stores anymore. So the game doesn't do that, though. The game, you know, they'll drop you a couple little breadcrumbs there and they'll let you figure out the rest if you want to figure it out. If you don't want to figure it out, then they won't force you. It's not going to prevent you from advancing in the story here or anything like that. All right, here. Fun little no return map. Got a number of enemies coming through here. I can try my best to let them fight the infected and see if they pick each other apart, but I typically... Oh, here they go. They're already coming through. God damn it. How far out are they? They're coming in that way. Damn, usually they come tighter around the... Oh, boy. It's like 5 of them? Oh, boy. All right. I'm going to try to open up that door in that building right there and let the infected out of there to fight these soldiers here. If this guy wants to be a little adventurous and come over here closer, it'd be nice if we can at least shave one of these off. Oh, he had a second thought. He got a whiff of us, maybe. No, this dude's going to be the pain in the ass, huh? He's just going to stand there. Got one way out there. Let's see what this guy does. Come on, buddy. What you looking up for? There's nobody hiding in the tree here. You're not looking for a hoot owl. You're looking for a trespasser. All right. Just get behind this car. And then we'll be in a better spot here. All right. Hold up. Let him go.
Follow me!
That wasn't super textbook, but we'll see what happens here. Come on, Dina. God. And that's it. Is that it? You ever having a hard time finding ammo here? I am also using it like a moron. I don't know if that clicker did anything at all. I really don't. I don't think any of them got knocked out. All right, we got 2. Yeah, we got 3. Oh boy. Good shooting, D! Last one, probably. Doing what we can with no ammo. Coward! Buddy, I got no ammunition! I'm doing what I gotta do to live!
Alright, where are you?
Ah, you're about to fall right into my trap. No, that doesn't mean I'm gonna put a trap mine down on one guy. Would not do that. Wide turn. Night night. All right. I think the peaceful music. Is the peaceful music coming out, telling us that we're all done here? Kinda. All right. That's good because yeah, we got to scrounge a little bit here. We're not looking good. We're looking pretty empty.
What's with all the rainbows?
See what you can find around here.
You get that little line there in the show as they passed into Capitol Hill. Capitol Hill's not very big in the show, which is a surprise.
Look.
What do you got, D?
It's us, right?
Sorority Secrets. I don't even remember her calling this book out before. But I guess they typically play this on New Game Plus, so... Huh.
Come on. Stay focused.
You're right.
Yeah, that would be Ellie and show bringing that up. No, but in all seriousness, though, they don't... Capitol Hill in this show is really just them crossing in and seeing that tank.
All this stuff has women on it. Nope.
All right.
Wait, dudes. 2 dudes.
Yeah.
Dina, supplies.
Yes, D. Come on, stay on target here. Stay on task. But again, in the show, yeah, they don't... They just pass through Capitol Hill, which is the point we're in right now. Like, whenever you exit the school and jump down from the apartment buildings, that's where we're at right now. We're in Capitol Hill. It's really just like a big combat zone here in the game. WLF and Infected both. We're just making our way through the town. It's really just a bypass, like a little thoroughfare from the beginning part of the city that we were in, taking us up to the TV station. This will get us to the TV station. But a lot of fighting here. And then, again, in the show, like, there's just that tank that they talk about, right? As you can clearly see, there was a conflict between FEDRA and the WLF. It provides, like, a little bit of context and backstory. It kind of just shows them, like, what happened here, a little Seattle origin story post-outbreak day. Whole thing should be quick. Not a lot of FEDRA left in your neighborhood, Rebecca. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. So, again, Capitol Hill.
Guys went up against the military over a decade ago. Why are they still so amped? There can't be that many trespassers that come through here.
There you go, right? See, we're getting a little...
The city still looks like it's filled with supplies. I can't see why people would need to fight over it.
Yeah, so I mean, again, getting a little background story here. Clearly there's something going on here.
Useful.
Yeah. Stealth. Let's go. Yeah, clearly, as you can see, though, there's something going on in a town. Can I use my thank you. There's something going on here in the past and in the present, right? The past is obviously the fight with FEDRA. The present is the fight with the Scars, which Ellie and Dina don't understand that yet. Not yet. So, just a little bit of Capitol Hill in a TV show. It's essentially this. Like, you see the rainbow flags, and then it's a tank that, you know, is all jacked up. Oh, something happened
Maybe
here.
we could head down there.
What was going on here? No fighting in Capitol Hill, which is the opposite of what goes down here. So, go down here real quick. I know this is not the way that we're going to progress the story, but I just want to take a look and see if there's any collectibles down here again, as it's been a time since I've actually done this outside of New Game Plus. I don't think that's going to let us in. No, we're jammed.
Gotta get in there.
Nice thinking, D.
Let's look around.
Anything here at all? Bullets. A brick. I'll take a brick right now, guys. So yeah, this is our Capitol Hill.
More company.
If you ask me, deserters are the worst.
Let's see if I can get them grouped together here. Come on, you're almost
They're fucking traitors.
overlap just a little bit. course, there's also a sniper in the building that I really don't want to just let him come in.
You hear me?
Come on, big boy.
Nice try.
Nice try. What are you trying to shoot through the... This guy's trying to shoot through the building, and then D just puts him on his ass. Right back at you.
Not yet.
Channel 13 News.
How are we gonna get Leah alone? This QZ is swarming.
We just need a minute to talk with her.
Are you gonna make her talk?
If I have to.
Oh, of course. Of course. All right, so we got infected down below us here in the store, and then we're going to have, like, serious WLF up inside this building here, and then I think it's a bank that's over there. There are going to be a lot of them in there, too. Preferably, you just let them fight each other. That's really, like, the best way to do it. I'm not as polished in that area. I've not played this in a little bit of time. But there's definitely a way to do it. Hold on here. Let me throw this. Maybe we can get them all agitated and pissed off. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, see, that's bullshit. They're not even, like... They've not even ultimately, like, triggered them as an enemy yet. Until you get so close up to the side of the building here. We're going to jump over this wall, and when I go far enough down this wall, you'll hear them growling and clicking inside there, and... Right around here, you'll start to hear them. Dina, what are you doing? Is that supposed to impress me? Dude, what are you doing, D? She's walking away all pissed off. This is game Dina, not TV Dina, where she's got all the answers and knows what to do next, all right? Dina in game, a little less than perfect. She's walking away. Look how mad she is. Huh? She can go over there and collect her thoughts for a minute and then rejoin us. She's not used to game Ellie being the boss. TV Ellie, she kind of needs all the help that she can get. Whoa, infected. Whoa, infected. All right. I mean, you can come in here and just drop a couple of them. In fact, it's probably easier to just do that and just drop these guys. Again. Who is that? Someone. Wow. That was like a really deep growl. Just leave that clicker go. We'll just finish them. Again, it's just probably easier. Again, in a perfect world, I'd be able to just get them to... and I've done it before. To where they... We're going to wait for it to come back out. Is there a second infected back there? We'll get you right here, buddy. Just wait for that prompt to come up. Just in case. Oh, we're not? You're not going to do that for me? All right. That's it. There's 4 of them in here. Again, I've done it before in the past where you can get these ones like real aggro and then they'll run outside and then they'll fight the WLF soldiers that are outside. But... kind of trying to run through the gameplay as quick as I can here. More so it's about like talking about the story and everything that we're seeing here from game to show. So grabbing collectibles along the way, you know. Sergeant Frost. Got a lot of goodies in here. All right, so there's going to be a patrol out here. The most frustrating one to deal with is going to be the sniper, who will be up on that second floor up there in the building. Let's try to jump in here real quick. Okay.
Man,
Oh my.
I can't believe this whole area is gonna be empty soon. I still don't understand why the fuck we're falling back. We're not falling back. I didn't
Lure him here. See if he wants to come in this way. I'll take you out. I don't care what door you come through, brother. I'll end you. Come in this way. I don't think anyone's gonna come from behind. All right, come on. Oh my God, these people are so stupid. The guy literally watched me sit in this doorway here and throw that. Or girl, I guess. Nope. All right. I mean, there's a decent amount down here. So you just want to be a little careful. I mean, there's just a couple just right there. Let me go over here. I do think that there's something you can grab, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there's a rag, for what it's worth. Another cabinet. Ooh, see, it was worth it. All right.
What's the story? Anybody?
Morning glory. Let's shake out of here. Okay. So here's what we're going to do next. I want to preserve this last rifle round for that guy that's their sniper up in this building, just because he can be a real pain in the ass. Right there. If we can get rid of him, we'll be in a way better position here. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. I don't think they'll round this bend. In fact, I don't think they'll attack us at all back here. They kind of just stay put over there like there's some invisible barrier. So what I'm going to do now that the only ammo, the real ammo that I have is a shotgun, I want to play in an area that I can kind of control, which is going to be close combat, obviously. I don't want to make my way down to that bank. That can be a pain in the ass. You can get yourself in a lot of trouble down there. Is there someone right there? Oh, shit. Lost him. Not fast enough. Oh my, whoa. Guy's like a jackrabbit. Let's see what he does here. Is he gonna come up here? We'll be patient. Come up whenever you're ready, buddy. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't want to run into that bank there. There's just too many different ways that you can get run up on. Got the sniper out of the way. We're grabbing ammo here as we go. We're actually not doing horrible. You're going to look in the shop. Hold on here. We got another customer coming in. We're not going to close up shop yet. I'm going to go check the shop. Yeah, come on in here and check this shop out, buddy. Come on. That's what the NPC said. I don't know if he's actually going to come in here or not. Is he going to come in and check the shop out? Dina! God damn, you keep scaring the shit out. I'm getting jump scared by Dina. Dude, game Dina is so different than TV Dina. Game Dina is doing some wild shit, man.
Anybody see them anywhere? Fuck's sake, anyone see them?
Alright, get ready here. We're gonna run in here and control our environment a little bit more.
Jesus! Look out! Smoke! Go! Right over here!
Oh my god, what the fuck? Why did that throw me through the goddamn gate? Oh!
Got ya.
Shit, D. So much for controlling the environment.
She's trapped!
Oh shit. I kinda am. Yeah, shit.
We've got her! Right in here!
Alright, let's hold up here 1 second. I got a little hairy. There's still probably about like 3 or 4 of them, maybe? I don't know. I don't see them. Oh my god. Wow, that guy just put me on my ass. He's probably just chilling out there, I take it. Anthony Carmine, what up?
All quiet.
That's it.
You good? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that got a little interesting. All right, I think we're good. Again, just be careful here. Let's see. I swear to God, I'll kill this sniper, and then I'll come up here, and there's like a random dude that's just up here. Like a random soldier. Like, I've come up here before, and they play the all clear music where you think everything's gravy. And then I've come up here, and I've been under attack. And I don't know, though. Maybe that's just me missing that sniper shot there. At least, like, we blew that dude's hat off his head to start that whole fighting sequence. And there he is right there. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing him those other times I've done that. That's it, guys. We cleared it. We cleared Capitol Hill. That's Capitol Hill in a nutshell. Again, way more combat in Capitol Hill in-game than we got in the show. No combat in show. They just passed through it very quickly just to show you a little bit of history there between the warring factions of Seattle. And there's the door that we tried to get through before. So, we are now on the other side.
Okay. We got over. Now what?
Hey, Dina.
Yeah. Give me your hand. Hey.
There we go.
Round building. It looks like the TV station from your map.
Yeah. Come on.
That's where Leah takes her selfies. Let's get that. Oh,
What the fuck was that?
that wasn't
I ran into
loud.
a trap.
A what?
Explosive traps.
Teen acts like she's never heard of a trap
Where you're
before.
walking.
A what? A trap? Never heard of it. Come on. Bring it on. Try to get him to go through both sides there. There goes one. There goes the other. D, come on, D. Jeez.
Shit.
Yeah, Dina wasting her ammunition. D, that's a hunting rifle there. That's valuable ammunition right there. You didn't have to shoot a single thing. It was going to go through the trap. A what? What's a trap? This is definitely... Video game Dina is way different than TV show Dina. TV show Dina would have been savvy enough to know better. Save your ammo. All right, we do got to kind of watch where we're walking here a little bit. Ellie knows all about the traps, obviously. Is a little bit further down the road here. We'll get her to take a trip down memory lane. Talking about the one and only Bill. tlou Bill. Sounds like a good gamer tag. tlou Bill. We'll talk about him here in a minute. Let's focus on getting through here first and not getting our kneecaps blown off. Another trading card. All right, I think we're clear. What we got here? Oh, all right. Now they took both of those out. Thank you. I think I've brought this up before, but let me know, guys, in the comments what you think. What did you like more? Did you like The Last of Us Part 1's nail bomb more, or The Last of Us Part 2's trap mine?
I think we gotta get down this.
D, once again, just tlou to Dina. Just a cut above the rest, man. I think we got to go down this.
Shoot, Ellie!
Yeah, that's rough. There goes the fit. There goes the Seattle fit.
Oh, my ass hurts. Is Leah chick? What if she's gone by the time we get there?
I don't want to think about that right now.
Leah's up there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Did you like the nail bomb more in Part 1 or trap mine in Part 2?
Might be a good way to do that.
Yeah, here we go. She's going to talk about Bill here.
Yeah, that'd be smart. But we'll probably blow up some stragglers.
We put up signs, warning them.
What if they can't read?
We'll make drawings. You know, like a foot tripping over a wire and then big fire. I bet I could build them.
I like you.
I want it in writing.
I met this guy once, friend of Joel's. Tripwired a whole town.
How'd people get around?
It was just him.
Wait, he lived alone in an entire town?
Oh, yeah, he did.
He had trust issues.
That's sad.
Kept him alive.
I always...
It's not like you have to choose between being alive and being close to people. It's not black and white.
No, it
Take a
was.
risk, though,
It was the
right?
Bill.
You take a bigger risk being alone. Like, what if he got hurt? What if he got sick?
What happens if someone else gets hurt or sick? And you have this added, burden that puts you in a worse position.
Yeah, I guess that's also true.
Yeah, so real quick on this, I always like this part a lot, and in The Last of Us, what they really always do very well is like the little halftime, the little intermission that they give you in between like big combat or dramatic sequences. They usually give you a little moment in time there to get your breath caught, catch your breath, which is what we're doing right now. But in this little moment here, the trap mines triggered a little memory there in Ellie, taking us back 4 years to Bill's town, and she doesn't actually say Bill's name. Obviously, we know that she's talking about Bill. I do find it funny that it was a friend of Joel's. I don't know if that's what Joel or Bill would classify their relationship as friends, but hey, we can always hope and wish. It shows a little maturity in Ellie, because if we remember, and it doesn't take a lot to remember here, that Ellie and Bill did not get along at all. Okay, from the start, they hated each other's guts. Bill thought she was just like this adolescent liability. She's going to get the whole operation blown up. She's going to get you killed. Just cut ties with her, right? And Ellie saw Bill as this cranky old man who, again, like she said, had trust issues and just couldn't respect or appreciate her at all. And that's it, right? They don't warm up to each other really at all, other than, a couple moments. Ellie has some moments of brilliance where Bill makes like a little quip about, hey, maybe you should have given her a gun after all. But it shows maturity in Ellie because she could not stand Bill. And here we are 4 years later, and she talks about Bill with in a sense of like reverence, right? Like she respects him. She respects his game. She might not have been best friends with him. They may not have shared a drink together, but she respects his game, right? He was able to defend himself in an entire town and ward off, infected and soldiers alike at a higher number than one or two people have any right to defend. But so again, I always liked that here. Again, she didn't enjoy Bill, did not like Bill at all, but looking back, getting a little bit older, right? She might have hated him in a moment, but looking back, I think she at least respects him and what he was able to accomplish in his town. So this part always puts a little smile on my face. Again, these little moments here of silence after all the big bangs and explosions and dramatic cutscenes are always some of the best stuff in The Last of Us. I think part 1 still has better moments like that than part 2 does, but this is a decent little one right here. Yeah, shout out Bill. Hope he's still alive out there in the video game world. Hope he's still killing infected and kicking soldiers' asses and, locking down and fortifying his town. Because I wondered for a brief moment in the TV show if we were going to get this little line from Ellie talking about Bill, but then I quickly reminded myself, Ellie and Bill don't meet each other in the TV show, right? They do Bill's town a complete 180 in the TV show compared to the game. And, in the game, Ellie and Joel and Bill spend a good hour and a half to 2 hours, depending how quickly you run through it together. And in the TV show, Bill and Frank are already gone by the time Ellie and Joel get to Bill's town. So wouldn't have made sense for Ellie to had this couple lines about Bill in the TV show, in the TV show, even though she could obviously, without speaking to Bill, she could still tell that, the guy was pretty good at defending his turf there based on all the security parameters, his armory, the security gate, all the things, all of his assets that he had, food, supply, you name it. I'm sure she could still at least understand that Bill was a very capable man, despite never speaking to him.
Look.
Feel her love.
What do you think it is?
Episode
Someone who
5
wants us
title?
to feel her love. You think she's related to the wolves?
I don't know.
It's kind of fucking weird.
Yep. So obviously Ellie and Dina starting to get some breadcrumbs here about the scars. They see it a little bit differently in the TV show. They see what happens to the scars, whenever they're venturing over to Seattle. But then they get to the TV station and they see what the scars can do when they're on the offensive. Little note there. Touching stuff, I'm sure. All right, let's carry on. Uh-oh.
Holy shit.
Something went down here.
Well shot.
Tommy got himself in a pickle. Tommy pickle. Pun was not intended, but I'll take it.
Look,
Man.
it's Tommy's.
Yeah, he ran into a corner here. He had some baddies on him he had to dispose of very quickly.
Looks like it did a number on this one. You okay?
Yeah, sorry. It's just a smell.
First signs that Dina's
All right.
sick. We know there's obviously more to the story than,
You good
she
to
just
keep going?
doesn't like the smell of all the death.
Please.
This happens at the end of episode 3 where we first get a sign that, oh, okay, like Dina was sick. Like they come across those dead scars that I just brought up. And she throws up there. Obviously, there's a larger issue at hand here in regards to Dina's medical status that we'll find out in the theater at the end. But this is where it happens in the game compared to the TV show.
Boston wasn't like this, was it?
Boston didn't have a full-blown civil war. Fireflies never put up this kind of resistance.
Well, that was a very odd route, but okay. Whatever you want, Ellie.
You see the TV station?
Yeah, it's that way. Uphill.
All right, we're going to have a ton of trap mines that we're going to have to get through here. But it's cool. Just take your time.
More bodies.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Tommy definitely came this way. Solid barricade. Okay.
Very
well,
solid.
Not going this way.
All right, where are these wires at?
Stop. Tripwire.
Oh,
Shit.
thanks, D.
Good catch.
Good catch, D. All right,
All over.
we don't need to go over there.
for infected.
We do want to get inside that building there.
Still.
One wrong step.
Yeah.
Let's throw that right there.
Smart. That works.
Smart.
Yeah. I've seen Joel do this.
That's right. Also back in Billstown. Obviously. I don't think there's any in this little area right here, if I remember correctly. I don't believe, at least. All right. Touching note. Just going to pick all these items up here and try to get as many of the achievements as we can through this playthrough here on the PC. Okay, we're going through here. This is going to require every bit of awareness that I possess.
You've really got this area covered.
All right, thanks,
Probably
Dina.
won't cut through here much with all this.
I appreciate that.
There's that silver lining.
There's that silver lining. All right, let's hop up here. Let's get an aerial. I think you can crawl under the next one if I remember right. Oh my god. Curveball. What a curveball from Ellie. I hate that mechanic sometimes where it's like I'm just trying to jump off of the top of that truck, but it like makes me waver a little bit as if like, are you sure you want to do this? It's not too late to like sway your balance back the other way. No, I do in fact want to jump off the top of that truck. Oh, that's right. There's a store here where we can grab some stuff. There we go. Wow. I mean, that should have killed me. Really, right? All right, I don't see anything there. Is there one in here? I think we're good inside the store. Anything over here? There's a room in the back. Okay. All right. Vault, right? If I recall correctly, that's right. 206-555-01. Oh, I think there's like a... Oh, yeah. For a good time, call Stacy. 206-555-0133. 206... Jesus Christ, dude. Short-term memory. 206-555-0133. Oh! Jump scare.
Okay? Yeah.
Jump scare.
Yeah.
Now I forget the number again. No, I'm kidding. I did almost forget the number again. 2065. Wait. Hold on. We got to read the note. It's too long. It cuts off. It's like the last 6 digits of it, I think. Hold on. All right. Make sure you take the envelope to the bank before Monday. Made the call with the last 6 digits to Stacy's phone number. Figured that'd be easy for you to remember. The last 6 digits of her number, which would be 550133. All right, let's start with 55. Let's activate that vault, Ellie. I was already halfway there. 550133. All right, come on. Big money. Hey, not bad. Take it. I hate leaving stuff behind, but nothing we can do about it. Oh, wait, here, let me check this. Craft, improved health kits, listen mode clarity. Let's do this. all good in here. Let's carry on. Get back on top of that truck again, and I don't have a throwable. That's good. There we go. Brick Daddy. Actually, why am I doing this? I think we just want to go underneath. Nah, I don't think I can go underneath there yet. Maybe it's from the side. I forget. One there. One right there, it looks like. This is where we go under. I think that's unnecessary. Let's see here. We got another one. Where is it? Ah, I see you.
There's a TV station.
Thanks, T. Almost out. Where is it? In the grass? You just have to hit the wire. Well, making this more complicated than it needs to be. Dina, what? Dude, video game Dina. Definitely not as sharp as TV Dina. Oh my God. All right. We good? For now. I think we got one last one coming up. Taking a quiet route here, the stealthy approach. Hail Mary. Double bang.
You're not being subtle right now.
Nope.
Maybe Leah will come to us.
Yeah. Or they might be waiting to ambush us.
All right, we've made it. We've made it to the TV station. Daytime. Daytime in the game, nighttime in a TV show. I do think that the nighttime aesthetic was
I don't buy it.
I do think that was a nice touch for the TV show.
Not yet.
You know, I mean, Ellie's day one. I mean, they're there during the day, and it's so long. I don't know. There's other elements, maybe. I mean, even day two, like, it's kind of getting dark. But like, whenever she gets to the hospital, I don't know. I'm okay with it being light outside. It never bugged me. I do think that the fact that, like, what Dina just pointed out, that it seems very empty. I always thought that that added like a spooky little element to it. Here's this big building that I'm sure used to be bustling with people and full of life and energy, and now it's just dead inside in more ways than one, as we'll find out here momentarily. But what am I looking like on Revolver? Not great. But yeah, first time playing this part. I don't know. Yeah, it seemed like, I don't know. You could definitely tell that something was about to go down here. And then when you go in and it's very quiet, it's a little creepy. Uh-oh. Dramatic music.
Fuck.
Dude, was this Tommy?
It's brutal.
Did Tommy kill a soldier?
Tommy do this?
Let's get inside.
Tommy do this? I like no one else could have done this. There's an arrow. No arrows for us yet. Is that like a little hint right there? I don't know. Does Tommy rock a bow and arrow? Not really his style. These two could probably piece that together. Going up. That music in the background now very subtly sounds like the music in the hospital at the end of part one. That boom. Almost sounds like a deep, like, gong. Yeah, that right there. Reminds me of the hospital. Alrighty. Man, I love coming into this building. It just, I love the layout, the setup.
Be careful.
Yeah, we're not going to swap that. All the windows and the big ass pine trees just outside of it. I don't know. I always dig the TV station. It's just, I think, a really good setup. Good location here for the game. They do a good job with the design, artwork. Big empty open corridors there, which is absolutely no one inside it at all, but you just feel like every corner you turn, every door you go through, you're about to just have chaos on your hands. Music adds a lot to that as well. I think this is locked. We got to go through the vent. It's not locked. Oh, damn. Okay. This janitor was well supplied, well stocked. I don't need a silencer, dude. Come on, I played No Return. I don't need a silencer. Oh, baby. Bada bing.
Holy. This is definitely not Tommy.
Yeah, definitely not, obviously.
Did this? I don't know. But it's a message.
Yep.
This just happened. You think they're still here?
I hope not. Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, a lot of blood on the ground underneath them, guts hanging. Yeah, again, the TV show did a really good job, I thought, with the TV station in the subway. I thought they did that very, very well. Again, TV station takes place at night, like pitch black. Compared to right now, obviously, it's in the daylight. But, you know, the body's hung up there on display. Obviously, it's the scars. I think, yeah, they did a very good job with that on the show. Glad they kept that in.
Is that graffiti again?
Who are these guys?
Someone else the WLF fucked with.
Well, they seem fucking deranged.
Fun No Return map, TV station. Play this map a lot. It just pops up a lot. Usually it's like an early encounter map. I feel like within the first 3 encounters. Usually, whenever you play on this one. I'm going to sweep this other room over here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Picking up a lot of supply, which is good. Damn. We're cleaning up right now. We'll go down here. We'll play a little trick on the WLF. Make this fun. Why not? This is where they'll spawn. See what happens. Can craft another one anyway, so why not? That's where we'll exit on our way back down. That guy always, well, I shouldn't say always, but anytime I play, there's always some ammo lying there. Don't forget to grab that before you jump down. All right, we're going across.
I don't like this. We're too exposed.
We have to search all of it.
Ellie in her red jacket.
Yeah.
Just
Shotgun. Card. Yep. Yep. Someone's. Oh, WLF bag. All right, that's where we'll come out. But
What is that?
let's search these rooms first before we go into the Leah room. All right, Leah. Oh, anybody in there? I'm trying to swap my weapon. Thank you. All right.
That's her. Leah.
you sure?
Yes.
Guess the universe really wanted her dead, huh?
Leah flashed her last booby. Sorry, Jordan. Oh, wait, Jordan's not going to miss her either.
There's nothing on her.
So, like I said before, Leah's not in the show. So this was one of the places I picked 3 where I didn't think we're going to make it to the show. Serevena, school, TV station.
It's all of them.
All 3 of those are the death locations of the 3 from Abby's crew that don't make it to the TV show, but they put the TV station in there, which I understand why. It's pretty critical. Is Manny really pulling a bass out in Wyoming in the middle of winter? Not exactly a cold weather fish. It's not like it's a trout or a steelhead or anything like that. I don't know. Just an observation. Might have chose a different fish for that photo.
3 down, right?
Something a little more believable. But yeah, the 3 that are down right now here to start Ellie's day 1 are the 3 that don't make it into the TV show.
India en route to the TV station. Repeat, support
Shit.
Unit India en route.
Yeah, we should
Unit India. Damn. I heard that Unit India does not screw around. We might want to tread lightly here. There's Leah.
Well, she's dead. How do you feel?
Yep, there's her toothbrush
Talk to her.
and her little purple boombox.
She didn't hurt Joel.
Well, Nick didn't
Traveled hundreds of miles to
touch him either.
I don't care whether she held the club or not.
We saw what Tommy did to him. Dina's so back and forth, though.
Find somewhere to hole up.
It kind of doesn't make
Go
sense.
Leah's stuff.
For sure.
Like, she talks at the...
Deeper into downtown. Can find a building to secure.
Okay. She talks at the Serevena about how, oh my God, did Tommy do this? But then a minute later, she'd been like, well, if I had found my sister's killers, I would have done way worse than this. And now we get here, and she's like, oh my God, that's Leah. Oh, that would have been messed up to make her talk. She's not the one that actually did it. Like, but whenever we saw Nick, who also didn't do anything to Joel, obviously, I would say honestly, like Leah and Nick have the least amount to kind of do with it. Really, if you had to rank it. You know, and then Dina is just so wishy-washy about the way that they die, or, well, you know what? If that was me and I'd found my sister's killers, it would have been way worse. When in regards to talking about Nick, and then it would be messed up if you made Leah talk. She didn't do it, but I don't know. She's kind of all over the place a little bit here with her thoughts in regards to the violence and you know, the revenge here for all the 8 people that made it to Jackson from Seattle. All right. Scenic. Very scenic. Scars don't look up, or wolves don't look up. I do. We're not a wolf, though. Let's go. Oh, God. They got smoked already. Is that a lone survivor? Oh, no. Only one of them survived. It's Jacob. Sorry, bro. Not.
And he's still standing?
I don't think so.
No, that trap mine did pretty good, Ellie.
I hear more.
Good placement.
Come on.
All right. Lego. Oh, my God. All right. Any drop any? Oh, my God. Oh, got smoked. Oh, no, I didn't even make it in. Nice radius on that bad boy.
Oh, shit! There!
Dad, we got them!
No, you don't.
Oh, fuck! Dina! We gotta run!
Trespassers over there!
Are they with the guards?
I fucking know, just shoot them!
Are they with the scars?
We gotta lose them!
Oh, my God. Our stamina's depleted.
Oh, shit!
All right. It'll work for now. Keep going.
Find a way in.
All right. Making our way into the subway now.
Scores ahead. Masks.
Masks up. Wrong way. There we go. I got a smoke bomb. I do want to make sure I have that just so I can get the infected and the WLF to fight each other up ahead here. All right.
We gotta keep moving.
Here we go. I hate how long you have to wait in the game to get a bow and arrow, man. I love Ellie's bow and arrow. I don't like the crossbow much that Abby gets. I don't ever really typically like crossbows in games compared to like a more conventional, like a recurve bow or a long bow or whatever. But yeah, we have to wait till Hillcrest to get that for Ellie.
I hope there's a way through. I thought they had us. I know.
No, we're not out of the tunnels yet, baby. This is very well done in the show. They do a great job here.
Ellie.
Horrifying.
God damn it.
So which is it? Are they guards or trespassers?
So clearly said they
Critters. Watch yourself.
fucking trespassing matter.
Whoa, look out!
Hole up in here. Throw another one. Let's sit back and see what happens. See if they come in here. They kind of just run around like chickens with their heads cut off for a while, and one side comes out on top. I'm trying to think which side typically wins here whenever you make them fight each other. It's kind of a split, I guess. I've seen WLF come out on top. I've seen the infected come out on top. Kind of a 50-50 type of deal here. Oh man, that guy just jumped straight into his death. What's he doing? These guys are soldiers? No wonder why they can't beat the Scars. They can't even take out like a little group of clickers. They have no order. Like shit hits the fan and then they just run around like a bunch of psychos. Look at this guy. Ay, ay, ay. All right, what are we working with here? We got 3 enemies there, 2 here. They got a couple living left. Should we? Oh, we might want to hold up here. This is where we get involved. Oh my God. Let's move. Oh, shit. Oh my God, there's an infected right there! Ellie, what are you doing? I just couldn't sit still. Had to get involved in the melee. We got a lot of shit going on out there. There is a lot of stuff going on out there. Come on, D.
Get fucked!
Oh my God! Fuck. All right, last one.
Got you now!
No, you don't. Trying to get it. She should have took me out there. That was pretty bad on my part. It was pretty sloppy.
Okay.
I just couldn't sit there, guys. What can I say? They were taking too long.
Here for too long.
They were taking way too long to mop everything up.
Grab it you can.
Nope, no side wanted to win. They were hoping for a stalemate, and I'm not here for stalemates. Like, I know they don't attack you here, until you go and you activate the door at the end, but hearing the infected in the distance always, I don't know, it just makes me anxious. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, let's clean up here and move on. I'm not going to heal yet because I think there's actually a health bar in one of these vending machines just outside this office. Like, you can just hear the clickers cackle in the distance. And makes me feel, I mean, they do a good job. Like, you know they're not going to come. But the fact that you hear them is enough to just makes you move with a little haste. All right, let's see what happened over here. I depleted my smoke bombs in an effort to create some chaos. I don't like playing this map on no return. It's too dark. It's too trippy. Get turned around kind of quickly in it sometimes. Tight and narrow in some areas. I think there's a vending machine over here that has a health bar in it. No, we're not breaking that open. All right. Are we locked and loaded here going forward? Again, in the game, in the show, it's different because, like, the infected, there's just more infected, right? It's a TV show, so like the characters on the screen don't have to kill all of the infected to advance, right? They come just pouring out of the woodworks, and they're so fast. They're way faster in the TV show than they are in a game. I personally, I don't know. They remind me of like 28 Days Later, like those kind of infected where they just full-blown sprint at you. They're just not as, like, they'll run at you in the game here, but I don't know. Like, they don't like sprint at you like they do in the show. In the show, they're nuts. Like, I don't need them to be Walking Dead, like slow walking zombies either. Something in the middle. Like, I feel like times they look like they're just a little too fast. Almost like I said, the 28 Days Later infected, or the vampires in I Am Legend. They kind of like they move like at that speed at times. It's kind of nuts.
Fucking move it!
Shit. Come on.
All right, we're safe for now.
Are you okay? Yeah. Thanks. Hey. I'm really tired. Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right, Dina's really tired also because she's going to give us a big reveal whenever we get to the movie theater.
This one's blocked.
Maybe through here?
Jules. Oh, that's right. The Jules letters start in her day 1. Why did I think that they only started in day 3? It's a Scar that's writing a letter. Hold on. Jules, I hope you made it out and find us. The two of us got into a minor dust-up with some clickers, but we're still in one piece. Hold up here for the night to lick our wounds. A long dead body of a man watched over us. A gruesome reminder of why we're doing this. The infection. It was a warning. Better to live off the land than remain in this rotting mess. Zachary says if we keep heading north, we'll hit the Seraphite encampment in the next couple of days. He calls it Haven, and they build it all themselves. Hearing him talk about it was hard not to get inspired, even optimistic. I pray for your safety. I hate to think of what Isaac will do if his goons catch you. Yeah, Gray. Yeah, you can kind of, again, you can follow their letters throughout Ellie's... Throughout her 3 days. I didn't remember that note coming that quickly, but there it is. I remember the other one she picks up, I think, is day 3 when Ellie and Jesse are still together with the wolf dust up there before they part ways. And then Ellie picks up, I think, the other one whenever she gets inside the arcade before the bloater.
Did you hear what they kept calling us? Scars. I wonder if that's who made all those murals. And
You're sharp,
all
D.
those wolves. Everyone in this city's a fucking psycho.
She is the smart one. Wait, no, Abby's the smart one, according to Craig Mazin. Alright. Distant screams. We're not safe here. collectible up here. Right? I think so. Yeah. The Imp trading card. I wonder if it looks like Tyrion Lannister. Nope. Dina. I cannot stand whenever characters, or people in real life for that matter, just walk right in front of you and stop. Why do you do that?
Jesus. Have you ever seen anything like this? Bloaters have acid spores. But that didn't sound like a bloater.
No, we'll be approaching the Shambler here.
If they're fighting, we should let them kill each other. Agreed.
Which, I mean, I guess we can just talk about as we make our way up to that area. We do not get the Shambler in a TV show, which is one of the predictions I had in one of those shorts I were doing before each episode. I did not think that we were going to get the Shambler. And the reason being is because they took time in episode 1 to introduce the Stalker. And they made kind of a big deal about it. And I say that not in a bad way. Like, they took the time to introduce it. And I just didn't think that they were going to, in a 7-episode season, take the time to introduce another new infected, which would be the Shambler.
Clicker.
So.
My favorite kind. Got another ladder across there.
Yeah, I did not think that the Shambler would make it into the TV show, at least for this season. It's also kind of an infected that I don't even know if it translates well to TV. Like, it's kind of like a middleman between a clicker and a bloater. It's like, why, you know, I get it for the game, right? It's just one more different enemy and infected to fight against in a game that has a little bit of a different skill set. It actually looks and sounds more terrifying than what it actually is. They're actually kind of weak, I think. But I'm not shocked that it didn't make it into the TV show. They just don't have the time to explain all of that stuff. And again, it's just like halfway between a clicker and a bloater. It's like, why even take the time to try to explain that? So, no Shambler in the TV show. Which, again, I'm not, upset about that. I thought that was to be expected. They're just not going to take a lot of time to introduce, like, 2 different infected in a 7-episode season, which I still don't understand why they did a 7-episode season. It just... And then season 3, they say, is likely going to be longer than season 2, and it's going to do Abby's time in Seattle, which, okay, it's like Abby also has 3 days in Seattle. Why does Abby's POV get more time to explain in the TV show than Ellie's? I take it, my guess is going to be that they are going to do a lot of Yara and Lev origin story stuff. Would be my guess. All right, loading up for the big fight. All right, what are we working with here? Because, yeah, we're going to have 2 Shamblers in that next room. 2 shoddy. See, this is why you got to do a check. You got to do a pre-check before you get inside the combat there. You got one of them shotgun shells isn't locked and loaded there. That could be the difference between life and death. Okay, there's your survival tips 101 here from your good buddy. All right, let's go up.
Ladder's broken.
Oh, shit. What did I do wrong? Oh, damn. I goofed that one up. I think we go in the vent, right? Do we go in the vent? Ah, yeah, that's right. Into the vent.
This way.
Get off vent or I'll have you bent.
Get out of here! Ow! Watch out! I got you! I got you!
No, dude, you gotta let him go, bro. Yeah. Sorry, man. Am I going the wrong way? Yeah, I think I made a wrong turn here. Yeah, there's gonna be 2 Shamblers down there and some runners. Here we go. Here, let's just jump down here.
Over there.
I wanted to break the window and run through the window. We're gonna try that again. All right. All clear, D.
Fuck these assholes.
Oh, man.
Did they get you? No, I'm clean. Shamblers? Is that what they called them? Yeah. Where the hell do Shamblers come from? I don't fucking know. But they're disgusting.
Got some like apples and tomatoes growing on them. Yeah. Yeah, they're just... Again, they go down quick. Like, they look like a junior bloater, and they sound terrifying. But, yeah, they just don't pack a... I don't know. They don't really pack a... I shouldn't say they don't pack a big punch. When it comes down to it, I think that they're weak. Like, they don't take many shots. That one took a Molotov... Was it a Molotov, 1 shotgun shell, or 2 shotgun shells? Yeah, a Molotov and 2 shotgun shells. I mean, that's not bad. Okay, let's go back over here. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Anything on this guy? No. No. I thought there was something on his table back here. Apparently not. Maybe on here? No? Okay. All right.
Let's see where this takes us. Take your time. Almost done. Okay.
That did not last. All right,
Looks clear.
not done with Shamblers
As far as I
yet.
can see. Good. Shamblers? As if the others weren't bad enough.
Guess that's nature for you.
Yeah, well, nature's an asshole.
See, Ellie just sounds, she's just so, her voice, everything about it, she's just very grim. Yeah, she just loses like all of that like jolly spirit she had in The Last of Us Part 1. But not TV show Ellie. No, TV show Ellie is rambunctious as ever. All right, we got a card. More parts. All clear back here. Got some more goodies to grab, though, before we move on to the next fight. It's in this room, though, right? Bottle. More goods.
combination.
It's 15241. I'm sorry, 15243.
Yes.
How'd you do that?
Magic.
You're my favorite.
All right, come on, give me a couple more goodies here. All right. We'll wait on that. We'll wait on that. Wait a minute. We'll see if we end up needing that. What was that? Oh, that little wooden figure. You know what? I'm probably missing, even though I don't need the code. I think there's a letter on that can. Yeah. Just grab that here for the achievement. There might be something else too. The newspaper or whatever to put together the rest of the code. I don't know. I just remember that code for some stupid reason. All right, we got more Shamblers in here. 2 more Shamblers. Maybe like 3 runners. Something like that. Can't get through there. We gotta jump through that, over that yellow gate. All right, lock and load. Molly the first one, 2 shotgun shells probably, just to get him out of the way. Yeah. Got 2 mollies. Let's do that.
Shit. Shamblers. We got this.
Oh! Friendly fire. You're good, D. You didn't even need me. Alright, we're done. Unless you're playing on grounded, you might as well just run in here and just get it over
We
with.
need to get out of here.
Same.
Chop those 2 apple trees down. Look at the butt cheeks on that one. Holy shit. Really, like a lot of definition down there, a lot of detail. Okay. I mean, I guess they walk around all day, kinda. Let's just check this little room here. The only thing we gotta do now is do the final cutscene there through the tunnels. Then we are at the theater. I don't think I missed anything back here. All right. Let me know what you guys think. We'll do at least 3 days here, all the way through complete. Each video will be each day. Draw some comparisons and parallels to the TV show, what we see, what we don't see, etc. I ate pizza, so apologies if I look like I'm about to like half burp. More ammo, great. Really need that extra holster. I guess we find it, and it must be in Hillcrest then, because we're pretty far along here in day 1. Like, we're almost at the end. Yeah, I take it that, yeah, you just have to, I don't know. I take it that it's going to be in Hillcrest. I can't remember where the second one is.
One sec. There.
All right, I don't think there's anything to grab on the ground here in this part. I don't recall. Okay, let's get into the trolley.
What happened here? I'm gonna say some kind of train crash. Thanks, Sherlock.
Dina, you've said some wild stuff in day one, and you want to be a smart ass right now.
Jesus. I wonder how long they kept these running past Outbreak Day.
I reckon not very long. Can't imagine that. Oh, Jules? Jules again. Damn, I completely forgot that Jules got their day one shine from Gray. Hey, Jules, I'm still holding out hope that you're coming. It's unbelievable, the amount of infected down here. I can't remember if there's clarity with what happens to Jules. There probably is, because Naughty Dog's pretty good about this. This is like the Part 1's version of Ish. Now, that's in a more smaller, confined area there, right outside Pittsburgh, into the suburbs thereafter, before the sniper. Yeah, this trans, like, goes the distance through Ellie's 3 days. I can't remember what happens to Jules, though, if you get any note from Jules. I guess we'll piece that together here in this playthrough. I'm still holding out hope that you're coming. I'm starting to admire Zachary. He's a solid fighter. I think Zachary dies. Is it Zachary that dies against the arcade bloater, or is it Gray? It's one of the two. It gets decimated by the arcade bloater. Not the first, I'm sure. Yeah, he's a great fighter in close quarters until that arcade bloater comes along. And he can hear anything creeping around in the dark. I swear he's like a bat. Also, he prays for his ailing father every night. Oh, man, what a good guy. And he joins me in prayer for the ones I love and miss, especially you. This phrase Zachary keeps saying, may she guide you. It's what jumps to my mind every time I wonder what's up with you. Maybe there is something greater, someone greater watching over us. I'm starting to sound like a religious nut, aren't I? All right. Yeah. Now they're good with the notes and the indirect storytelling, kind of. That, you don't see it, but you're kind of just reading about it, and they're letting you piece it together inside your head. They do have a good job with that. What do we got? Molly, we'll take it. Let's do the trap mine. This doesn't feel right. What am I doing here? Oh, you just hop out the other side. Dina's already there. Beat me to it. Maybe Ellie is the dumb one. Or maybe it's just me.
Hey, let me get you up there.
Yeah.
What you got?
All right, muscles.
Come on. Okay.
Dude, Dina is dragging ass right now.
We're almost out. Lead on.
All right, cutscene here on the other end of this, and then a run for it. The first infected that engages Dina after the cutscene, I feel like if you don't kill that one there, usually it comes back to bite you in the ass. So, oh, all right, it might have been a little unnecessary. I'm getting jump scared out the ass. Well, we got some spores in the game, so this is how we're going to see. This is how Ellie's going to find out. Or Dina finds out that Ellie's immune.
Stop! What? No! Ellie, no! Stop! I'm not infected. I'm immune. I'm not coughing, you see? Fuck. Dina. Can you run?
That looks very 28 days later, whenever they're in a tunnel.
Go! Run, Dina! Ellie!
Oh my god, you're so slow, D.
Right here! Don't
You're so slow, D.
This way! Hurry! Fuck! Go right!
That was close. Oh my god! Oh my god! How did you grab it? Is that clicker not there? The clicker didn't make that animation.
Dina!
I don't know if that's a me thing or if that's the PC thing.
Heads up!
Heads up. What?
Hey.
We made it.
What did you say we rest in that theater?
That sounds so fucking good.
All right. Possible thumbnail. I had to grab it. Okay. We made it.
Almost there.
Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of some buggy stuff. I don't know if that's me or if it's the... We got a brand new computer. Shouldn't be me. I don't know if that's just some bug with the PC port.
Got it. We're good. Come on.
Yeah, good thing we got our coat on. That intergalactic coat.
You want to tell me what's going on with you?
What's going on with me? Ellie,
And they both got some secrets to
I
tell.
just saw you breathe spores.
I told you. I'm immune.
Okay. You're immune? Come on.
I love this music right now that plays in the early parts of the theater, by the way.
I was bitten a long time ago.
The fuck are you talking about?
I was bitten and nothing happened.
The chemical burn.
Maria and Tommy and Joel are the only ones who know. Knew. Now you know. I can't get you infected if that's what you're worried about. I can't make you immune either. Can you say something?
Ellie. I think I'm pregnant.
I remember the first time playing, that was such a shocking reveal. I was not ready for that at all.
Don't worry, it's not yours.
What are we supposed to do now?
Nothing. I just need to rest for a second.
Are you fucking kidding? How long have you known?
I was late a few weeks ago.
A few weeks? We could have still turned back.
I didn't know. I wasn't sure, okay? I didn't want to be a burden.
Well, you're a burden now, aren't you? Make sure this place is secured.
We're going to take a timeout. Quick timeout.
You just rest.
All right, so we're going to talk about that one here because this is arguably one of the biggest changes that we've seen throughout this second season. And that's Ellie's reaction to all these bombs that just got dropped. And Ellie, of course, had a little bomb drop there as well. In the TV show, she gets bit to show Dina that she's infected. Not that she did it on purpose, to like say, hey, look at me. She did to save Dina. There's no spores yet at that point in the TV show, so they can't do the broken mask in the tunnels there to showcase Ellie's immunity to Dina. So they do the bite. So there's a little change there. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about Ellie's reaction here, okay? Ellie's reaction in game, I think, is probably one of the most human reactions that you could reasonably expect a person to give in a moment like that when they find out that their significant other, that it's a new relationship, right? Happy, excited. There's this person here that's with her that's not just like a romantic partner, but it's a partner in arms with her as she goes on, I would say, the second biggest main quest of her life, to get, vengeance on what happens to Joel. At this point, you're thinking that, like, this is your partner. And any human being in this situation, say you're with somebody and things are going great, you like each other, right? Good rapport, good chemistry. You're really happy with the way the relationship's working out so far. And then all of a sudden your significant other then goes and tells you, hey, you know what? Actually, I'm pregnant. And it's my ex. I know that she didn't say right there that it's her ex, but let's just say for the sake of this, argument here that that's what, what happens. I'm sure Ellie can piece together that it's Jesse. You're not going to be happy about that. Why would you be happy about that? Your relationship, if it continues after this, is always going to have strings attached. There is always going to be a third person in this little love triangle here. And that's going to be Jesse, right? Okay, because as Ellie says in the TV show, I'm going to be a dad. It's like, actually, Jesse's probably going to be the dad. He's always going to be there, right? Even if he's not in a relationship with Dina, he's always going to be there. And I think that it's completely normal for someone to not be pumped up about that, which Ellie is certainly not pumped up about that here in this moment, right? Again, things are going well with Dina, and she's excited, and she's glad that Dina feels the same way about her, and now she finds out that she's pregnant, and that their relationship is not going to be exactly what she thought it was going to be. That's part one of reasons why Ellie would, reasonably be mad in this situation as opposed to happy and giddy and jolly and, just pumped up like she is in the TV show. The second reason is now Ellie is finding out that her partner, that, again, it's just the two of them, and they're quickly finding out that Seattle's a lot worse off than what they thought it was going to be. It's now going to be Ellie going solo dolo, right? Because down the stretch here of this day one, Dina is very labored, right? We see her throwing up. We see her fatigued. She's got to catch her breath. And Ellie had to drag her ass through the front door of that theater. Okay, now Ellie's going to be by herself, fighting against Scars, WLF, Infected, you name it, as she tries to find the rest of Abby's crew and then ultimately Abby. Okay, so there's reason number two why Ellie's reaction in the TV show makes no sense at all. It makes zero sense. It's a complete mutilation of her character. And I think that that's a Craig Mazin creation. I don't think, and if I'm wrong, I'll be the first one to admit it, I don't think Neil Druckmann would have done that. I think that's a Craig Mazin thing. I think that Craig Mazin thinks that he is the authority on all things The Last of Us characters. And he is obviously to an extent in the TV show, but I think that he thinks that he knows better than everybody else. If you listen to the interviews after the show, if you listen to the HBO podcast after each episode, there's no one that knows the human psyche better than that man. There's no one that knows these characters of The Last of Us better than that man. And I think he does this stuff because he thinks it's just a great idea. I mean, in fact, I can just like visualize hearing it in my head. Like, this is great. Like, I could just hear him saying, what if Ellie was happy with this news instead of upset and sad and mad and pissed off and all of the above, all those negative emotions? What if those were just washed away? What if she was excited and she's going to be a dad and, hey, you know what, Dina, you might be labored a little bit, but it's cool, right? I got a rifle here and a pistol that I hardly shoot. I got this shit. All right, don't worry. Jesse's going to come and save the day anyway. Guys, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's so confusing. I think it's worthy of all of the shit that it's getting and the pushback. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't think I've ever seen the Last of Us community more united. And the Last of Us community is a very volatile and divided community. It's one of the worst ones out there, I think. And I've never seen the community more together than after this episode aired. And they were like, that reaction was bullshit. What are you doing to Ellie's character? It makes no sense. And it's not Bella Ramsey's fault. I don't think Bella Ramsey went in there and was like, maybe I'll be happy. Maybe this will be cool. Maybe we'll be pumped up about it and we'll say, you know what? forget it. Let's not create a negative atmosphere here. Let's just be positive and just keep going forward, and we'll be cool. It's good. Like, you know, you could have told me and we could have went back. It would have been fine, and you're going to be laying on a couch the rest of the time here. No big deal. Now, in the show, they don't make Dina labored by the early stages of her pregnancy. As we know what happens in the next episode there, in episode 5, Feel Her Love, she takes an arrow, right? Very much like a guard from Skyrim. She takes an arrow to the knee, and that's really about it for Dina. So that's how they sideline Dina there. Dina embarks on the journey with Ellie whenever they take off for day 2. She does not in the game, right? Again, the pregnancy has her labored. So again, they kind of like walk around that a little bit in the TV show by, hey, it's cool. Like, you know, this may be a problem here in a little bit, but for right now, like, I'm still good to go, coach. Put me back in. That's how they approach it in the TV show. The big thing, though, for me is just it. And that's fine. Again, you know, like that makes, you know, I get it. Like, it's early stages. She very well could just go out there and keep going. I think in a game, what they try to accomplish is, you know, solo gameplay and combat, you know, whenever Ellie takes off after this little cutscene here at the end of day 1. Whatever. That's besides the point. The point is that what they did in the TV show here in this scene, I think, is an abomination. And I hate to be like, you know, hyperbolic, but I really think what they did to Ellie's character here and throughout the entire season largely is just disgraceful. I mean, it makes no sense. It really makes no sense. Like, why would Ellie be happy that she's now going to be in a love triangle and that the person that she's relying on is now going to be labored here throughout the rest of their time in Seattle? And again, I know they sidestepped the latter part of that in the TV show because Dina's not, you know, like, yeah, she may have threw up a couple times, but like, hey, day 2, I'm still good to go. Like, I'm ready to rock and roll here. I'm like triangulating and shit like that. Like, let's do it. You know, so they sidestepped that. You know, and just really making it so like, hey, Ellie's happy that Dina's going to, you know, have a kid in this crazy, messed up world that they live in. So, yeah, that was just my 2 cents on that part. I thought it was really bad. You know, I think it's worthy of all the criticism that it's received. And largely throughout the entire season, that's kind of what they do to Ellie's character. They just make her like super happy and jolly and giddy, and they do play her off as dumb, you know, with, all right, Dina, you do the smart shit and triangulate and figure out these squads and where they're patrolling and where they're going to be next so we can get around them. You know, again, whatever. She's like, go do that, and I'll go and, you know, I'll figure out the lights and see if I can get some power on in this place. It's like she's acting like she's trying to, like, get out of doing homework or something like that so she can go outside and play with her friends. Ellie in the video game here is on a mission. A very personal mission, and you can feel that in Ashley Johnson's performance as Ellie in this game. I think she does a great job. You can hear it in her voice. Like, she's rarely shows any type of like optimism or any type of happy like projection in her voice, right? She's pretty dour and grim throughout this entire game, and there's a reason for that, right? As we see what happens before the game starts, obviously with her finding out what Joel did, you know, she's still like not as down in the dumps as she is like when the game starts and before Joel dies. But whenever Joel dies, it's like that just seals the deal. Like, she is a changed human being. And, you know, that happy-go-lucky kid that everyone really enjoyed in The Last of Us Part 1 that was always wisecracking and, you know, making jokes and was there to lift everybody's spirits up is gone. You know, and that's why I think this first flashback that you're about to see here after this here is so fun, because you do go back in the past a little bit. The birthday flashback, right? And you're like, oh, man, you know, this is like the Joel and Ellie relationship that everyone misses, right? Where Ellie's constantly making fun of Joel and Joel pushes back a little bit and stuff. And it's just, the dialogue's fun. But I just wanted to talk about this part here. I think it was just bad, straight up bad. And the fact that people signed off on it tells me that it probably came from Craig Mazin. Otherwise, like, if like a writer was just like, hey, why don't we make Ellie happy here? I would imagine that would have been downvoted if people didn't want to see that. I feel like that came from him. Again, hand up if I'm wrong on that, but I think that was, you know, just one of the few things that we've seen this season that was just really confusing in regards to Ellie's character, where it just doesn't seem like they know exactly what to do with her. You know, they want to make her this martial art guru virtuoso in the opening part of the first episode of the second season. And then by the time they get to the end of it, it's like, you know, they scrap that fight between her and Owen, or that melee between her and Owen, because the guy Spencer Lord that plays Owen 6'4" and Bella Ramsey's very short, so it wouldn't have made sense. But it made sense to open the season up with Ellie fighting a guy that looked like a bodybuilder / mixed martial artist, and she beat him. Despite I know he said that he, you know, threw the fight or whatever because Jesse told him to. She still kicked his ass. So. I don't know, guys. I gotta take a drink after that. Yeah, I don't know. That was a head scratcher. And it didn't end there. And we'll talk about the other stuff going forward after this. And again, I don't think it has anything to do with Bella Ramsey. Bella Ramsey, unfortunately, is a lightning rod for a lot of criticism in the show. You know, and I think that this is just the directive that she's given. She's reading the lines that are being put on the paper, and she is acting them out in a way that she is being told, I would imagine, by Craig Mazin. And I don't think it's in a good way. Again, it's more so like the direction of like her personality, especially in this second season, as she should be on a mission, and it is typically Dina in a TV show that is taking it more seriously, that wants to keep going, and it's Ellie that kind of seems skeptical, that doesn't seem like she's fully bought into this, which makes no sense because Ellie is the driving force in the video game for going here, and she doesn't want to turn around no matter what. So, again, I think that was just a complete mistake for them to like steer her character and her like emotions in a different direction. I didn't like it at all. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. We can obviously peruse the theater. There's goodies to find in here. I'm incredibly delayed with that damn pizza, man. It's not leaving me. I'm incredibly delayed with all this stuff, and I apologize for that. Just real life gets in the way sometimes, and this stuff gets delayed. So I apologize for that. The show's ended at this point, the second season. But I still wanted to go ahead and do Ellie's 3 days and like a part 2, season 2 play along. Anyway, also get to go and showcase the PC port here. At the same time, first time going through the campaign on a PC port. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. What you think about episode 4, which was primarily Ellie's day 1. Again, I know I said before that the end of the end of episode 3 has a little bit of like the beginning of Ellie's time in Seattle, just like the very, very like beginning when they enter the city. But largely episode 4 here, which is called day 1, does go and knock out all of Ellie's day 1 from the video game. There's a lot of stuff that's cut out from it. That just doesn't make the cut. That's another critique of mine, I would say. If we're just, the 2 biggest critiques I have are a 7-episode season was so rushed, and I think that they would have benefited from just, even if they just did 9 episodes like they did in season 1. Why can't we just do a 10-episode season anymore, guys? What's up with this 8-episode season shit that you got to wait 2 to 3 years for? It makes no sense to me. I hate it. But we could have really benefited from another couple episodes, and I think that these episodes here, not the Jackson stuff, these episodes, day 1, day 2, day 3, I think that's where you really feel the negative effects of how quickly they had to run through this season. When it comes down to it, you have 3 Jackson episodes, pretty much 3 full Jackson episodes, and then you have a flashback episode, which is episode 6, which was a good episode, but you only have 3 episodes to translate Ellie's 3 days in Seattle, and they're 50 to 60 minutes long each. A lot of stuff's going to get cut out, right? Didn't get a lot of downtown stuff, which again, I get it. That's more gameplay oriented here for the show, where you're running through the city, finding fuel and, trading cards and collectibles and resources and stuff. But after that, no Serevena, no school. Capitol Hill, in the TV show, they just breeze through Capitol Hill. It's really the TV station and the subway that's really fleshed out to, kind of complement the game. So I thought the TV station and the show and the subway did a pretty good job complementing the game, but that was about it. Everything else was either incredibly like cut down, or it was not in the TV show at all. So you're going to see more of that in day 2, and you're going to see more of that in Ellie's day 3, where it's just, they trimmed a lot of the fat, and again, so yeah, my 2 biggest complaints, 7-episode season, not enough. And what the fuck did they do to Ellie's character? So, appreciate you guys watching. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the game, the PC port, the TV show, episode 4 in particular, day 1. Just go ahead and throw out your thoughts for the season in general at this point, guys, because it's June 5th. Why not? All right, catch you on the next one. See ya.